In this generation,
Yeah. Hit the like button, please.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
What you got my 40, homie?
I thought you had $200.
I do, but I won't spend Red's money.
You're going to come up to me and hug my neck and kiss me and say, thank you for getting that money out of my pocket.
Oh, I'll just hold on to my money because, you know, there's hardship. Be careful.
You need to make a vow of faith of $1,000. Oh, Bob, couldn't you say 25? No! You can't make a $1,000 vow of faith. I'm saying in faith.
Tithe! Give money and you'll get the blessing. If you don't, nothing for you.
Put some anointing on this money. You put something up here. You put... Woo! Prosper, I said. See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Donations.
Thank you, Lord. You say you want to make a $500 vow? Then do it. If that takes faith for you, do it. You want to make a $100 vow or two. If that takes faith, see, I like 1,000 because I know I got you. I got you into faith.
Yeah. So I only need $10 via Cash App or PayPal to stay on 2 hours. Super chat and super stickers will not be counted towards the $10 goal this good Sunday morning. I need at least $10 via Cash App and PayPal to stay on 2 hours. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal. Okay, yeah, y'all know that part. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Everybody hit the like button. And already before I press play, based on our eyes, we can conclude
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
let's get into this ridiculous nonsense.
Hello? Did you want to be a guest?
Yes. Hello.
Hello. I'm gonna close my. What's your name, baby?
Hi, my name is Ashley.
Ashley. Where you call me from, love?
I'm from Miami, Florida.
Say again.
I'm from Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. How old are you?
I'm 37.
37.
At your age, you're basically unmatchable. Like, forget about it. Basically, you're done. You're like a has-been, and no man will ever go for you.
You gotta know when to say when, bitch. Our coochie cutter days are over. Forever 21 was a lie. Sit down. Start playing with yourself.
Emotionally daunting and hurtful when I just keep hitting a wall, you know.
Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. How old are you?
I'm 37.
37. You have any kids?
I do. I have 5 kids.
It's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park.
Huh?
Ho for show.
Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 5 kids. And she lives in Miami, Florida. Her username is Brooklyn Mom 5. So living in Miami, Florida, by the way of Brooklyn. Look, it doesn't get any more red flaggy than that. That's nuclear flaggy right there. Mother of 5 in Miami, Florida, by way of Brooklyn. What else do we need to know? Match that with those eyes. Look, we're done. We're walking away right fucking now. We don't need to hear anymore. We already know this isn't gonna go good.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
37. You have any kids?
I do. I have 5 kids.
37. How old are your 5 kids?
So I have a 20-year-old. She's in college. I have a 14, 13, 8, and 6.
2014. Okay, 2014, 13, 8, and 6.
Yes.
All by the same man?
4 of them, my last 4, I was married, and then the first one I was in high school when I had her, so she has a different dad.
Okay. Why?
All right, let's talk about that. Teen mom. Let's take this slow. Let's take this slow. She got pregnant at 16, likely. She likely got pregnant at 16. So that's a horrible start right there to life. Okay, fine. She could use the I was young, I was dumb, I was a little kid, I didn't know what I was doing, I shouldn't have been fucking. All right, cool. When she got married, we don't know when, but she got married. So she kind of saved it. She saved it after fucking up big time. If she's telling the truth. And then she had all the rest of her 4 kids in wedlock. So props to that. That's something most of these hood rats who get pregnant as a teen could never pull off. So I'll give her credit for that if she's telling the truth. When you first heard this chick had 5 kids, you probably figured 5 by 3, 5 by 4, Wendy shit. 4 for 4, 5 for 5, Wendy shit. That's what you probably was thinking. So she pleasantly surprised us in one way. So props. But let's continue.
4, I was married, and then the first one I was in high school when I had her, so she has a different dad.
Okay. Why'd you get divorced?
That was like years ago. We were super young. I was like 23 when we got married, so we just grew apart. And
here we go. Here the fuck we go. Here the fuck we go.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
What do I tell y'all? What do I tell y'all? Black women are gonna find a way to be a single mother. Even when they fucked up at first, then she fixed it, got married, had 4 kids in wedlock, but then still ended that. Because we grew apart. They will not stop until they're, a single mother with multiple broken families. If it's the last thing they do, they gonna make sure they end up a single mother who created broken families. You are retarded if you marry a black woman. Period. You are mentally retarded at this point. After all this evidence that's been seen. Like, man, yeah, let's be clear. There's no such thing as getting married too young. That's what the bitch supposed to do. If she want a good life. Get married. Getting married before 25 is not too young. 23 is the perfect age to get married. Oh, you're a bullshit human. It's just it's no getting around it. I mean, okay, let's look at it. Whoever she married, if she really did get married, that boy's parents failed him. They sanctioned their young son to marry a single mother by another like she was a single mother. She had a kid from another man, and somebody thought it was good for their 22, 21-year-old son to marry a teen mom to another mother. You know what I mean? There's no way I would let my son marry this girl who got a kid at 17 from another dude. Now, if it was his kid, then yeah, okay, y'all need to get married, do the right thing. But another man, no. So this was doomed to fail from the beginning. It was doomed to fail. So let's break this timeline down too. He wants us to believe she got pregnant at 16, had a kid at 17. And let's just give her the benefit of the doubt and say her baby daddy, when she was 16, they stayed together until they was 18. So, I mean, we're not going to get any more details, but between 18 and 23, you somehow gotta marry you. First off, I'd be curious to know when you met that guy that married you. And then second, I would be curious to know, like, from the time you had your first kid to the time you met your husband, how many slongs ran in and out you in that 5-year time period? Let's assume at least 3 or 4. And who's to say how many guys she did or didn't have bedroom fun with from 13 to when she got pregnant? So let's just put this all into perspective. So likely the 23-year-old boy that married her, he married a single mother who probably had a body count of 15. It was no chance that marriage was going to work no matter what. Just off of those stats right there. This is a mess, but let's continue. Women who grew up in American black culture just aren't wives. They're not meant to be made wives. If she's black and grew up in America, you dumb for marrying her. It's that simple. Let's continue.
My last 4, I was married, and then the first one I was in high school when I had her, so she has a different dad.
Okay. Why'd you get divorced?
That was like years ago. We were super young. I was like 23 when we got married, so we just grew apart, and yeah.
Was he older?
I guess she's lying. I'm getting the vibe that she's lying about ever being married. She's probably 5 by 5. I don't know. You could drink it. I don't know. Do y'all believe she was married? I'm highly skeptical that she was married. Highly skeptical. Okay, what may be true is maybe the 4, because nobody's gonna ask for a divorce certificate or whatever. So what probably happened is maybe she did have the other 4 kids by the same guy, but they were never married though. That's my guess.
When we got married, so we just grew apart, and yeah.
Was he older?
No, he was my age.
I just grew apart.
Like a year older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ashley, Miami, Florida, 37. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a registered nurse.
RN.
Customer service and registered nurse has to be the number 1 jobs of black women in America. She either do hair, a registered nurse, or customer service, or work for the government. The government. Those are the four top. Those got to be the four top occupations of black women: hairdresser, work for the government, customer service, or registered nurse.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a registered nurse.
RN. All right, let's do it. We got Ashley, Miami, Florida, 37, Aquarius, mom of 5 kids, by 2 men. One was her ex-husband. Is the RN. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
So I'm looking for a God-fearing man, a provider, a protector, one.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
What kind of man you looking for, boo?
God-fearing. Puts God first. And that loves God more than himself. A God-fearing man. I need a God-fearing man. God-fearing, absolutely. He has to be God-fearing.
God-fearing. I want a man. I'm saved. I'm not perfect, but I do want a man that honors God.
God-fearing.
He has to know God.
Wait a damn minute. What?
So, God fearing. We'll give you a pass for not being God fearing at 16. And here's like, if she would have stayed married, well, she was never married, but we're gonna play her game. She could have made a claim that, oh, I got pregnant as a teen, but I found God, got married, and had all the rest of my kids in wedlock, and now I'm a devoted Christian and wife and mother. And I can respect it. Be like, you made a mistake when you was young, you learned from it, and you gave your life to God, and now you sticking to that. You're not a God-fearing woman, bitch. Your history doesn't show. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really respect. I ain't gonna say that. I have a different level of respect for people who've been God fearing since a kid or a teen, and they've been consistent from a kid to a teen. Now they 37, still God fearing. They've been consistent with this shit for years, and their life reflects that they're God fearing. Shit like that. They don't drink. They don't cuss. It all makes sense. People have a different level of respect for those type of religious people because they walk it how they talk it. These bitches just be talking. It just sound cute. They want a God-fearing man because they want him to be forgiven like Christ would be for all her bullshit and daily forgiveness for all her bullshit she gonna come with every day. That's why they want a God-fearing man. Let's be clear. Shout out to Kendra G and the provider. So she already starting with this provider shit. But I'm gonna let her cook. I'm gonna let her cook.
Girl.
So I'm looking for a God-fearing man, a provider, a protector, one that's full of chivalry, knows how to wine and dine, romance.
Let me just hold on. Let's let her cook.
I'm looking for a God-fearing man, a provider, a protector, one that's full of chivalry, knows how to wine and dine, romance, finance.
The face that Kendra has on right now is the face I'm making. Chivalry, wine and dine, romance, finance for a single mother of 5 divorcee with crazy eyes and a bad weave. What would be the inspiration to be chivalrous, wine, dine, romance, finance? What would be the inspiration? She feel like she just deserved it because she has a hole between her legs. And I was talking to somebody about this morning. No matter who a woman is, how fucked up she is, how fat she is, how stupid she is, how mean she is, how many times she been divorced, how many times this and that, they all feel like they deserve a high quality man. just because I'm a bitch. It don't matter where I am on the hierarchy or on the spectrum of good or bad or high value and low value. They all feel like they deserve a quality man. Yeah, I got 6 kids, about 6 men. I had 3 of my baby daddies murked. Yeah, but I still deserve a high quality man who wine and dine, romance, finance, and God fearing. Is there any woman who feel like she don't deserve a quality man? I've never heard a woman say, yeah, based on my stats right now, how many kids I got, how big I am, I don't deserve a quality man. Not only do I not deserve a high value man, I don't deserve an average quality man. And I accept that. Have you ever heard a woman say anything like that, close to that? Like, nah, man, I done fucked my life over. A dude would be a damn fool to sign up for me. I'm bipolar and some more shit. Any dude, a low quality man would be a damn fool to sign up for me. Have you ever heard any woman say anything in the realm of that? Absolutely not.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
What up, Divine Photos? What up, everybody? What up, Rada? This is crazy talk. Let's hear this shit one more time. This is a teen mom, divorcee, mother of 5, crazy eyes, bad weave. Let's see what she wants.
I'm looking for a God-fearing man, a provider, a protector, one that's full of chivalry, knows how to wine and dine, romance, finance. Yeah, he needs to be, I'm not gonna say like fit, but he definitely needs to be healthy. He has to love God. If he has children, I'm definitely okay with children, but I don't want anyone that like disrespects a baby mom. He needs to like make sure he's taking care of his children. Definitely financially stable and clean. Yeah, he doesn't have to have like OCD, but I need somebody that's clean and yeah, somebody that's fun and yeah.
Okay. What about ooh, child. You said a lot. So you said a provider. Do you want to pay all the bills?
So, yes.
What? What are you talking about?
I think them just got a lot of fucking audacity.
Well, thanks for tuning into today's episode.
That is not going to happen.
Let's talk about it. Look, all women want this. I mean, it's the delusion is shocking, but her wanting this, I guess, isn't shocking. Every woman wants this, even if she got 7 by 7. Man equals wallet and bulletproof vest to women. That's what man equals: wallet and bulletproof vest. You're not human to most women. Get it through your thick fucking skulls, boys. Like, you're not human to them. What don't you get? Children are humans to women. Other women are humans to women. Shit, damn near puppies and animals are humans to women. Men, who gives a fuck about a man? Go take a bullet in a war. Go work yourself to death till you pass out on a job to pay for me. Who gives a fuck what happened to you? Who gives a fuck what inconvenienced you? Who give a fuck? Like, you're not human. Nobody give a fuck about your feelings or wants or needs, desires, standards. Fuck you. You here to serve me, woman. That's how most women see you as a man. Never forget that. But don't resent them. I don't hate them. I ain't mad at them. Nothing. It's just the way of the world. They were born this way. They can't help it. They're not smart enough, good enough people to help it. Don't be mad at them. I hope I'm pushing that enough on my channel. Don't hate women. Don't be bitter towards women. Don't be mad at women. Just like you're not mad at a retarded kid for screaming and throwing shit. Are you? You shouldn't be. That's weird if you are. Never hate women, never be bitter towards women, never be mad at them. They can't fucking help it. Or even when they can, it's just look, just pretend that they can't help it. Stop trying to hold women accountable. They're not accountable by nature. It's a waste of time. It's a fool's errand. John Hannibal donated $10. Shout out to John. He says everything that she's listing is the opposite of who she's been dating. Good morning, gentlemen. I mean, we're gonna dig in. I don't even know how we're gonna get through this shit. I might skip around or something. Is this who she been dealing with?
If I got locked up and sent this to a quarter century, could I count on you to be there to support me mentally?
That's a damn shame.
I'm a woman, superior gender. Men are supposed to worship the superior gender. I'm like, the creme de la creme of the female species. Bow down in the presence of royalty.
I mean, here's the thing: we want to feel like people treat us like we want to be loved, man. Generally speaking, men want to be loved. What up, Sheila? We want validation too. We want hugs. We want consideration. We're human. I know we're human doings, but we still want to be human beings too. Love, respect, care, consideration. We want those things too, fellas. You know? And we go through so much to try to get it. We work our fingers to the bone. We do this, we do that, jump through hoops. We do everything to try to get it, fellas. It's just part of being a man, except that you're never gonna get it. And little moments when you feel like you gotta just be grateful, but the shit don't get used to it. Like look, man. That's what your guy friends are for. It's just certain things you shouldn't look for there's certain things that generally you shouldn't look for in women. It's just silly too. Not to say that those women don't exist, but as a general rule, you shouldn't look for those things in a woman. Care, consideration, seeing me as a human being, respect. It's in a bitch nature to not respect a man or find a reason to not respect a man. She's gonna find something to not respect about you eventually. Enough time you spend around her. That go for women that you even not dating. If you spend enough time around any woman, she's gonna find something not to respect about you because no human will ever be 100% respectable in every possible way. That's impossible. It's impossible. So like the dudes out here who running on this fucking hamster wheel of if I just keep up this, she'll respect me, and it's a fool's errand, man. The same thing goes for me trying to earn men's respect. There's always gonna be something a nigga could look at. Oh no, the nigga's a clown, nigga's a bitch, the nigga's this, the nigga's soft. There's always gonna be something that another man could point out about me and deem me soft or pussy or corny, or there's always gonna be something. So I don't care. At some point, you just stop caring. I'm gonna just try to be a solid person, the most solid person I could be, and fuck who don't respect it or like it, don't like it. It is what it is. I'm not on a hamster wheel fighting for anybody's respect or validation, male or female, or family member or daughter, son, whoever the fuck. And see, I forgot who said this. I was just listening to something. Actually, Awesome said this. I caught like 5 minutes of the live he was talking about the other day. He basically said something to the effect of like, as a man, you have to learn how to be okay with being alone. You do. You have to learn how to be okay being alone and unloved and uncared for, and still be able to love yourself enough to get yourself up in the morning and keep going and just be content. Like, I love myself. I care about myself. I consider myself. If nobody else in the world respect me, like me, care about me, consider me, I've learned how to be okay that I like me, respect me, consider me, etc., etc. I'm cool with it, and that's enough to just keep me going in the morning. That's real man shit when you can get to that level. But I'm on a tangent. Let's get back into it.
So, yes, I'm a helpmate. I'm a Proverbs 31 wife, so I will be a helpmate. So if ever he falls short, then fine. But as far as like mortgage and stuff like that, the man has to pay that. And me, I don't mind helping with groceries, with the kids, a little light bill or something. But yeah,
Kendra like, even Kendra like, bitch.
This whole concept of women lowering their standard, bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about? I don't even lower my standards. You are the low.
Let me say this too. By the time a woman got to come on the internet and say what she ain't gonna deal with and what a man has to do, she don't qualify for it. Because if she qualified for it, and I might skip around on this, if she qualified for it, she'd be too busy living it and getting it, not on the internet demanding it. But shout out to Kendra G Faces though.
helping with groceries, with the kids, a little light bill or something. But yeah, that's for the man to do.
Girl, you got 5 kids.
Yeah, and they well taken care of.
But do they live with you?
They do. Well, 50-50. So they with me. And so again, so the first one, she's out in college. So it's basically 4 now with me. And they're like, so it's kind of like back and forth. So yeah.
How many live with you in the house?
So 4 of them live with me, but it's 50-50. So I had a divorce. So we
okay. But either way,
we share time.
Okay, 4 kids live with you. So this man has to make enough money and have a place big enough for you and your 4 kids, and the expectation is he pays all the bills.
Majority of the bills, but I'm the helpmate. That's why I'm a registered nurse. So I'm not just coming in with nothing. So I can definitely help, but that he knows like he's a provider.
But do you think? Okay, here's.
Look at these fucking eyes. Hold on, let me try to pause it. I'm scared. That is scary. That is fucking scary.
He's a provider.
Look at that. That's
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
fellas, don't ever fall for this provider shit. Tie your masculinity and manhood with the fact that you're a provider or can be a provider. Men provide for their family, not other niggas' families. It's such a slap in the face. It's so disrespectful for her to even request this. And you know what they don't get? This is gonna go somewhat viral. This video is gonna be big enough to where, let's say if a guy did come in, like, you know what, I'm feeling her. I know she got 5 kids by 2 men, but fuck it, I'm willing to provide. I'm willing to be the man she never had. This video is hurting her chances of getting that guy, or this video could be the reason why that guy doesn't do it. That's what they don't get. Like, they don't have any game. They don't have any game. Like, women would actually be more likely to get it by asking for the opposite. Oh no, let me put it like this. She would have had a better chance of baiting in that fool by coming on and saying, actually, I'm cool with a dude just since I got 5 kids, I'm cool with a dude just helping out with a couple of bills, gas money, groceries. But since I got 5 kids, I'm willing to pay like 70-30. I'll pay more. Saying that would actually raise her chances of getting a dude coming in and saying, I'll pay for everything. I like how you humble. I'll come in and pay for everything. But they're not smart enough to know that.
Majority of the bills, but I'm the helpmate. That's why I'm a registered nurse. So I'm not just coming in with nothing. So I can definitely help, but that he knows like he's a provider.
But do you think? Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Not saying, listen, I'm not God, so I can't say it's not going to
Mhm,
happen.
mhm,
But
mhm.
the expectation for this man is he has to provide for 5 people. So he has to make enough money to provide for you, and then 4 other kids that live with you have a home big enough. And let's say he has a child, or let's just say he got one child, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
your expectation is make enough money to take care of this whole household, including me and my 4 kids that live with me, yourself and your child, because you're just to help me.
Okay, so yes or no. My kids, they have their dad, so their dad does financially help, like take care of them. So it's not like, oh, he's coming in and he, has to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like he's basically making sure that we have a home over our head. I have my own home, like I have different things. So
Wait, okay, so
it just
I'm
can't be
getting
with
confused.
anybody.
You have who are you talking about right now? Your ex-husband or the child's father? The children's
So
father?
what I'm basically saying is, right? You're saying that I expect him to take care of 4 kids. What I'm saying is that they have a dad, so they already
Right,
are
but
well
no,
taken
but
care of.
here's the deal. A dad or not, if you met this man who you want to be with, y'all live together. I'm talking about the household. So you said that you're a helpmate, a man's supposed to pay the bills. That's why I specifically asked you about the household, because in this house, that if this man comes along, the expectation is he will pay the bills in the household, and you're not just one person. It's like you come with, you really have 5 kids, but one is
Right.
See, let's talk about this. Even if she was just one person with no kids, yeah, women are a red flag after 30. Women on, I mean, I'm gonna keep saying it every episode. There's no getting around the fact that women over 30 are a horrible deal to take serious in a relationship. So let's just make a fantasy land. Let's say she was 37, no kids. That's like, well, what's been going on? What I don't. You 37, never married, no kids, or even 37, no kids, divorced. It's all a red flag after 30. It's almost impossible for a woman to be on the dating market over 30 and not be a huge fucking red flag that's pretty much not worth it. There's really only one circumstance where a woman is on the dating market after 30 where it's not a huge red flag, and that's if she's a widow. That's if she's a widow. And you got to look at it like this. I mean, people get married to have kids for the most part. So even if she's 30, widowed, no kids, it's like, okay, can you not have kids? Why didn't you guys have kids? Is she selfish? Yes, Kendra is a cat lady. So, because that's rare. It's so rare that it's probably not worth even bringing up. Because we about to break some shit down real quick. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get through this damn video. Let's get the donations up. I'm still looking for $10 via Cash App or PayPal to stay on 2 hours. We're not counting super chat and super stickers, even though I greatly appreciate John's 10 that he super chatted. I know he says he's not dealing with the PayPal and Cash App, and I respect that. And that $10 definitely goes towards my bottom line. So greatly appreciate that, John. But I'm still looking for $10 via Cash App or PayPal to stay on 2 hours. But let's talk about this. Men essentially get with women long term to build families. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, snap. Okay. Before I go into that, hopefully I don't forget. Sheila says, I'm a widow with no kids. Medical issues didn't allow me to have kids. Okay, respectable. But I have met someone, RB. He's 50. Uh-oh, T. Orlando. Good thing T. Orlando isn't here. We might need to just keep this between us, chat, family, rare breeds. I need to start saying rare breeds more. I feel like other YouTube communities, like their people are invested in the group, like, and I think the title helps with that. Like the MABW team, they really rep that shit. MABW team here, you know? Rare breeds. I need to start saying that. Rare Bellas and rare breeds. Like, but anyway, so yeah, we might need to keep this from T Orlando. Okay, Sheila has met someone. He's 50. I forgot how old you are, Sheila. Can you share again? I'm pretty sure you shared before. Okay, I want to get in Sheila business if she cares to share a little. She says we have great conversations. It's going pretty good. Okay, that's good. So mini golfing today. That's dope. So oh yeah, okay. I was thinking something around there. 46. He's 50. Okay. Um, Shout out to the MABW team. Rare breed. So I can't steal Hezo, no homo. He's already part of the MABW team. He's a guest from the MABW team. Okay, Stonacious Stone says, who wouldn't do Kendra G? Okay, are you asking us who wouldn't do her? I wouldn't be interested in doing her if you're talking about sex, or if that's even what you're asking. I wouldn't be interested in doing Kendra G. It's not that she's ugly or that she don't got body yada 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 or something, but just her character and her personality and demeanor and disposition, I'm turned off. I'm completely turned off. I wouldn't talk to Kendra G long enough to be able to screw her even if she wanted to do me. Which I'm sure she would say she wouldn't want to do me. But anyway, so how long have you guys been talking, Sheila? How long have you guys been talking? And is he married? Been married? Not is he married, but I guess you need to figure that out too. But has he ever been married? Does he have any kids? Like, is there anything about him where you're wondering, like, okay, what's your deal? Like, not that he has to have a deal, but I don't know, just curious. Divorcee, kids. Has he been the bachelor type for years? You know. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Sheila is the rare exception. She's a widow. Oh, he's never been married, no kids, Sheila. Interesting. See what advice I can give you. Oh, I'm not gonna. I don't want to say anything negative. I would say just keep an open heart. You have to if you're on a dating market. You can't have all these walls up and be negative and be thinking about the worst. But let me ask you this, Sheila. What are you looking for, Sheila? Are you looking to get married again? Just a committed relationship? Would you be cool with just a how can I put this? A long-term friends with benefits. What exactly are you looking for, Sheila? She says they have a lot in common. That's dope. But that would be my question. First, I want to know how long y'all been talking. I don't think that's too personal to find out how long you guys been talking. But I also want to know, Sheila, what exactly are you looking for? When you're a single woman on a dating market over 40, over 30, you have to have clear, concise, precise goals that you're set on. I guess it's called dating with intention. But yeah, Sheila would be the rare exception. She's 46, widowed. That's horrible to be a widow at 46. But anyway, she's moving on. Well, not like that, but y'all know what I mean. Okay, so yeah, Sheila's the exception. She's the 46-year-old widow, and she never had kids because I think she said she couldn't have them. So that would be a woman that I would tell a man, okay, yeah, see what's up with her. She checks out. Her past checks out. Everything checks out with Sheila. I would give Sheila, the check of approval. If I had an uncle who like, hey, what you think, RB? What you think about her? I'd be like, hey, shockingly, and I rarely say this, she checks out at 46. The 46-year-old single woman on the date market who checks out. Now that's rare. But Sheila checks out. But back to what I was gonna say. Let's get the donations up. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. Let's get the likes up. I got 22 people watching me, and I only got 10 likes. It's a slap in the damn face. Oh, shit. Somebody is crashing out in my Rumble. Is this a woman? MSG? Okay, MSG says Rand Paul is a maggot. He moaned like a whore when Xi Ping effed him in the butt. He still has jizz dripping from his bum hole. He licks up all the jizz, even the jizz dripping from his bum hole. Okay, interesting. Okay, Sheila says it's been 3 years since I've been with anyone, and I think it's time. Yeah, that's fair. Um, just shout out to Stony for subscribing. What was I about to say? So anyway, how long y'all been talking, Sheila? I'm just curious. So anyway, what I was gonna say is the reason why 99% of women over 30 on the dating market, the reason why a woman damn near can't be a good option over 30 on the dating market is because first off, she's probably ran through. Okay, Sheila been talking to the guy for a month. Okay, that's cool. A month, that's solid. A month. He's never been married, no kids at 50. We're gonna take it slow. Let's take it slow. Can't even finish the thought because I'm scatterbrained. We'll get back to what I was saying. So that's back to Sheila. They've been talking a month. He's 50, never married, no kids. It's a yellow flag. It's a yellow flag. Because, okay, if he's never married, no kids, the first thought is he gay or is he a player? Those are the first thoughts that pop up. If you 50, never married, no kids, okay, the no kids part is like, okay, are you gay? And then the no kids part is, well, the no marriage part, even though I don't condone marriage, but still, he's at an age where, let's see, 30 years ago was what? We in 2025, so what, 1995? So he was 20 in 1995. So yeah, he was coming up in an era where getting married was the norm. It wasn't like frowned upon. The red pill wasn't popping like that. So it could be seen as a red flag. That could be seen as a red flag. Is he gay? Is he a player? Is he a commitment phobe? It definitely is something to look into or think about. Bezos says women's selfishness, she has to be happy, so what about the family? Marriage is not a game. You have to take it serious. No, I'm not saying nothing bad, Sheila. I'm not saying anything. Well, maybe I am saying something negative, but I'm just, I'm a realist. I'm not saying he's gay or a player. I'm just saying those are the things to just casually be on the lookout for. I'm not busting nobody's bubble. He may be a great guy, but I'm here for you, Sheila. I genuinely want the best for you. I'm not like T.O. I'm not trying to fuck. I'm not trying to fly you out. Okay, Sheila says he said he chose bad women. Huh. Okay. No, I don't think he's gay. I don't think he's I'm not saying he's gay. What I'm saying is the common thought process. The common thought process is if a man is 50, never married, no kids. It's like, okay, well, what's up with you? Like, what's up with you and women? You never like I get the skepticism. I'm not saying you're gay or that man is gay, but I'm just saying what something's been going wrong with women. If you 50, never married, no kids. Or you haven't been in a it'd be different if I was with a woman, I was with the same woman for 20 years. We just never got married because I don't believe in marriage. Like cool, but you have to give people are looking for an explanation. If a man is 50, never married, no kids, like what's been up with you and women for the past for the past 35 years? What's been going on? Something ain't been going right. So I mean, I get it though. He could say these bitches ain't shit, and trust me, if anybody knows that, it's me. But here's another question: at 50, if bitches ain't been shit the past 35 years of dating, by the time I hit 50, I'm cool. I'm kind of cool at that point. Failed relationship after failed relationship after failed attempt of dating after failed attempt of dating. By the time I hit 50 after 35 years of that, I'm cool. I don't know if I would see myself after 35 years of failure with women, me meeting a woman at 50 and being like, let me try this thing one more time, man. Fuck all that. That's just me though. That's just me. I'm about to just ride this thing out. So, I mean, yeah, the same thing like for women. If a woman is 35, never married, no kids, it's like people looking for an explanation for that. And I get it. Same way for a man. For a man, not so much for a man. People don't start asking. I mean, a couple people might ask questions, specifically women. But for a man, those questions start at about, I would say, people seriously start questioning a man at about, what do y'all think? 40? I would say 45, 50. That's when people seriously start being like, what's up with you, bro? 45, 50 as a man, never married, no kids. People starting to like finally be like, all right, we get the bachelor life and all that, but what's up with you, bro? At half a century, what's up with you? Sheila says, maybe he's giving me a chance, or am I being too optimistic? Well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you a little piece of advice I got from Anita.
What? What?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
What kind of shit is that?
Listen to Auntie on this one. I would not steer you wrong.
When you take advice from a woman, literally do the complete opposite of whatever she says.
So let me give you a little bit of advice I got from Anita. You don't really know somebody until 6 months. Like you can't even make any type of claim to know them on any type of level until 6 months to a year. I just put it like that. So yeah, however slow you're taking it mentally, Sheila, take it probably slower. That's one thing I was like, you don't know this motherfucker and you ain't gonna know him on any level until at least 6 months. Okay, I'm getting a lot of comments now. Facts. KS would wonder why she wants to get married because women are selfish and self-centered and do things for them and their needs. John says, when I was in my mid-20s, people looked at me funny because I didn't have children. I don't give a fuck about what people think. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I mean, your mid-20s is crazy. Wondering why you don't got kids in your mid-20s is kind of crazy. But let me say this, Sheila. Because I'm very intrigued by the 40+ dating market in a sense. It's an intriguing thing. 40+ dating. It's like a cat and mouse game a bit. The dog's gonna chase the cat. So let's do a little experiment, fellas, or people in the chat right now. Let's look at it from Sheila's guy friend. We're just gonna call him Larry. We're gonna call Sheila's guy she's talking to Larry. Yeah, shout out Eric. He says cooler than a fan. I'm 51 and couldn't care less at this point. Sheila says, well, I was married for 18 years. I got used to being married. Not being married is unfamiliar territory for me. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's look at it from Larry's point of view. Okay, he's 50+, never married, no kids, and he said he's picked bad women his whole life. Well, okay, the reason why that's a red flag, bro, at what point do you learn your lesson? Like, at what point did you learn your lesson and not pick bad women? I would say after picking bad women from 18 to 30, that should have been enough. Enough of a lesson to not pick bad women no more. So you telling me from 30 to 50, you still kept picking bad women? Yeah, at this point, bro, what's up with you? That's what I'm saying. When it come to certain flaws in general, when you get to a certain age, people is looking at you fucking crazy if you still making certain mistakes at a certain age. People give you a pass in your 20s, maybe even some of them in your 30s. Once you after 35 and you still making certain mistakes in life and can't get certain shit together, everybody in the world kind of looking at you crazy at that point. So were you still picking bad women after 40? You didn't learn your lesson from 15 to 40 as a man and not pick bad women? So I call cap on I just chose bad. Well, you know what? I don't call cap on it because I think most women are on bullshit. But I need to know something else you were doing wrong. Other than I just picked bad. That's kind of a cop out. It's kind of a cop out. There's something else to the story. There's always something else to the story. But we're going to try to dissect this. John says, when I was in my mid-20s, a coworker of mine had 5 daughters that I know he couldn't afford, but he still looked at me like I was a failure for not having children. Wait, John, do you have children? I don't know if I ever asked you that. I mean, I know. John, do you have children? I'm assuming no, but anyway, back to Larry. Sheila's an attractive woman from what we could see. You know, I don't know if that's a real picture. I'm just fucking with you, Sheila. Sheila seems like an attractive woman. So when a man starts dating a woman, talking to a woman, whether he really genuinely likes her or he don't genuinely like her, he's trying to get some buns. Every man's trying to get some buns. Good, bad, and in the middle. That's smart, Hazo. So it's a cat and mouse game in dating. The woman is trying to vet the man before she give him some buns. And the man is trying to get vetted the least to just hurry up and get some buns, and then we go from there. Because a man once said, a man don't really like. Who said this? Was it Myron? I forgot who said this, or maybe it was Rolo. I forgot. Someone said a man doesn't really know if he genuinely likes a woman or not until after he fuck her. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. Because he don't know is everything I'm doing or feeling just because I really want to fuck and I'm convincing myself that I'm doing it because I really like her? Or is this just my biology taking over and making me think I really like her because I really want to fuck her? So I definitely think. See, after sex is when we see what's what. Now, a lot of women will try to postpone sex to see what's what before sex, so she knows she'll be good after sex. Which I get the logic. I get the logic. Um, but here's the thing. Here's the hard part for women over 40 dating. One of their worst nightmares is, I've been talking to this guy for 4 weeks. I really like him. What if after I give him the buns, he bounce? That's like the biggest worry. And then I open myself up, and now I'm hurt. And he played me, and I'm crushed about it. And this was my first thing after, the first time I dated after my husband passed. And it's crushing. That's crushing. But I'm conflicted about what advice to give Sheila, for example, because what's going to be worse? If you don't give him the buns for 4 months and you really like him for 4 months, and then when you get the buns, he fade off. Or would it be better to just give him the buns, in the next few weeks and just get it up, see what he about, see if he gonna bounce or not before you get super, super, super attached. I mean, I would imagine, I don't think you're waiting until marriage, Sheila. I don't know if I would advise that at this point. I definitely wouldn't advise to be like, oh, I ain't having sex until I get married. Is that your standard, Sheila? I don't know if it is. I don't know if that's a good strategy. I don't know if that's a good strategy. Y'all been talking for a month, Sheila. We're really getting sidetracked on this train. But fuck it. We flowing. I don't know if you asked him this, Sheila, but this is an important question to ask him if you haven't already. How long was his longest relationship? Oh, let's get the likes up. 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 Um, yeah, this lady crazy. Anyway, I would be curious when his longest relationship was. Or actually, a better question is, because this man is 50 years old. Oh, no. This isn't your fault, Sheila. This is all me. This is all me. I could have easily moved on. I'm intrigued. You didn't do anything. I'm glad you told me this. This is good content right here. Thank you for sharing. This is better than me saying the same old shit I say on these Kendra G singles. This is more interesting. A good question to ask this man, if you haven't asked him already. How long was his 3 longest relationships? And he should have that. That'll tell you a lot about him. I mean, at 50, you should have some good answers to that. So she says 10 years was his longest relationship. Okay. I mean, 10 years, he's 50. He's probably been dating since at least 20. So 1 10-year relationship in 30 years of dating. I mean, okay, but there's still 20 years uncounted for. So I would definitely be curious if you haven't asked him already, other than his 10-year relationship, and I'd be curious, when did that 10-year relationship end? And you might know the answer to that. So if you could share that, that'd be great. Another question to ask, since there's another 20 years uncounted for, what were his other 2 longest relationships outside of that 10-year relationship? That'll give us a more complete story. And ideally, he would have got out of that 10-year relationship within the last 2 or 3 years. Because it shows that his recent history is being committed in a relationship for 10 years. That's his recent dating history. Versus, I was with a woman from 20 to 30 and then I just been playing the field for 2 decades. That would be the least ideal situation. But yeah, I'd be curious what his other 2 longest relationships were within that other 20-year gap of dating. So I'm assuming you asked him what he was looking for, if he was looking for something serious. Okay, she said that 10-year relationship ended 7 years ago when he was 43. So, okay. So from 33 to 43. Okay. That's pretty good. 33 to 43, 10-year relationship. And I don't even need to know. I'm sure the woman probably fucked him over or something. I guess another question to ask would be, oh, he said he's looking for a wife. That's good. That's good. For a man to just come out and say that when asked, what are you looking for? And he specifically say, I'm looking for a wife. That's a good sign. That's a great sign. I mean, it's just talk for now, but that's a good sign. But here's a red flag that just popped up in my head. He was in a 10-year long relationship and never got married. And this wasn't even 20 to 30. He was 33 to 43. That's marriage minded age. So you stayed with a woman for 10 years who wasn't worthy of marriage? A little peculiar, sir. Little peculiar. I would imagine if you was in a relationship with 10 years with a woman that you really fuck with her, good, bad, or ugly, whatever she was, you fucked with her. Because if a woman was that bad, trust me, I'm not staying with her for a decade. Flat out. And even if she got really bad by the 3, 4, 5 year mark, I'm not staying for another 5 years. So if she was good enough to stay with for 10 years, sir, she was good enough to marry. See, this is how critical I would be if Sheila was my family member. Well, you know what? You are my family member, Sheila. We family. Why the hell didn't you marry her, sir? So you want me to believe now, okay, at 50, you're going to marry me, even though you didn't marry the woman you was with for 10 years. So, and you say you pick bad women, but you stayed with a bad woman for 10 years? A little peculiar. A little peculiar.
Ain't that a big coincidence? That's a coincidence.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
So, okay, chat. I need your help, chat. I need your help. Because this is where I was conflicted that I just said a minute ago. When do a woman in this position give up the buns? In Sheila's position. RIP to Sheila's dad. But does she give up the buns within the next few weeks just to get this show on the road and see what this man really about? Or do she try to wait, 4 or 5 months of dating him to, I guess, quote unquote, get to know him better and then give him the buns? But here's my thing. You're not going to get to know him until after you get the buns, because that's when you're going to see the true him. Everything before the buns is me trying to put my best act on to get the buns. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on. How can I put this? You're putting yourself in the same position, I guess. Whether she have sex with him in another few weeks or she have sex with him in another few months, she's still gonna be in the same position. Whether she do it earlier or later. The ball is still back in his court after he get the buns. Cause see, women have the leverage before sex. Men have the leverage after sex. So when Sheila decides, if it gets to this point, if Sheila decides to have sex with this guy, she is essentially giving all her power away at that point. She's giving away all her power and leverage to him at that point, and all she could do at that point is hope for the best. And that's not going to be any less of the case if she wait 4 more months. You know what I mean? I guess the good thing is if she wait, 3 more months, something may come up that's a huge black flag, and she could say, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't have sex with him. I'm glad I waited." Lucky says 2 or 3 more weeks maximum. Okay. Okay. I guess we looking out for we coming at this from the male perspective. Okay, because yeah, we got to ask ourselves: is Larry gonna wait 3 more months to have sex with Sheila? Could she lose a good man in the process of making him wait 3 more months for buns? Here's the question. I guess here's the question. Does Sheila think she can handle this man having sex with her and then fading off? I guess she wouldn't know. She's been married for 18 years. She don't know what she can handle in this crazy dating market. There's no way for her to be able to predict how she's gonna feel about it or if she's gonna be able to handle it. How much would that damage Sheila to make her not want to get out there for a few more years? And here's the thing. At this age, Sheila doesn't she's only getting older, and that's not a diss. This is just we deal with real life over here. Sheila has only been with one man her whole life. That's dope. I love to hear that, by the way. Um, I believe you said something before, Sheila, that correct me if I'm wrong, like you said something like you would be okay with being alone. Well, I know you wouldn't be okay with it, but you said something to the effect of, I've accepted if I don't find anybody again, I've, you know, you know, I live with it. But I mean, of course, you wouldn't have any choice but to live with it. But I get it. Nobody wants to be alone, so I ain't even gonna go down that path because I already know nobody wants to really truly be alone. Um, just a thin line between making a man wait, but then not making him wait too long or not losing him. So I would probably say wait for sex. I would say wait for sex. Lucky says no more than 2 or 3 date maximum before you give up the cheeks. Um, you already been talking to him for a month, so I would say 3 months max. There's no point in waiting longer than 3 months. You should be able to get enough information about him and how he moves within 3 months. So I would say if I had to put a time limit on it, 2 more months. So how many more dates is that? Let's just say 8 more dates. I don't know how many dates. I mean, it's been a month, so let's say that's 4 dates. So the 12 date mark. What y'all think? I mean, because he shouldn't be pressed for sex at this point, right? I mean, I know we men, but look, if he's been single for 7 years, he can wait. He can wait 3 months, right? He should have the discipline. He should have the dick discipline to wait 3 months. No problem, Sheila. I think you've earned the right to have that rule, Sheila. You're not ran through. You were married. You were widowed. You have the right to have that standard. Now, if someone ran through 50-year-old with 3 kids, about 3 different baby daddies, I would tell her to look, you need to give it up after 3 dates. Try to see if you can retain this nigga. No. But let me finish the thought I was gonna have. Why a woman pretty much can't be a good dating option after 30. Okay, for one, damaged, jaded, baggage, pretty much ran through. That's gonna be the main reason. Second reason. She's divorced with kids. Then, she's a single mother. Gotta deal with her kids and shit. Baggage and damage from the failed marriage. So, if she's over 30, widowed, no kids, because she can't have kids, then really why would a man marry her or take her serious or live with her? Because like I say, if you're not going to raise a family with a woman, there's no point in living with a woman. It's horrible living with a woman. So even if she's a 30-year-old widow who can't have kids, then why move in with her and take her to all that serious? Just live out girlfriend at best. And then if she's widowed with kids, now you got to deal with the pain of her losing her husband and her just sitting in the room crying for no reason. And you want to know why she cried? Oh, I'm just thinking about, John. You got to deal with that. So it's just there is like AD said, there is no reason, good reason. Because even if her husband passed, that's not good. Like keyword, I said there is no good reason. Her husband dying isn't a positive thing, and it's not going to be it's not a positive thing for her, and it's not going to be positive for you coming in. So there's no good reason for a woman to be single over 30. There is none. Like we usually say if she a widow, but that's not good. So, but there are exceptions to the rule. There are women who found themselves single over 30, who actually are good options for a man. I never say that, but I just wouldn't. It's a bad bet. I'm sure there are women. I'm positive there are women who were, single mothers over 30. She was divorced. Maybe her husband left her, or maybe her husband cheated on her. And she's a single mother, 30, divorced, and she actually will be a good woman to the next man and be an asset to his life. I'm not saying those things never happen. They do. It's just rare, and it's just a bad bet. That's my main point. And let's be real. For the most part, men who have to fuck with single mothers, divorcees, this and that, those are the men who pretty much can't pull anything better. So they got to try to work with what they got to work with if they want a relationship. Because they literally feel like they can't get anything else. Which I would kind of disagree with. But let's just continue.
The expectation is he will pay the bills in the household, and you're not just one person. It's like you come with, you really have 5 kids, but one is gone, so he has to pay for 5 people in the household, and that is a fair request potentially if that was the man that created those kids. But the fact that you feel like that's the new man's sole responsibility, I personally think that's a little selfish. Like, you should want to contribute because you're bringing 4 people with you.
So, but that's what I said. I said I am the helpmate, but to say like, okay, mortgage and rent, they will pay that. But as far as like light bill, cable, grocery, stuff like that, that's what.
Okay, let's stay there. So he has to pay the mortgage and the rent for you and your 4 kids.
Basically, he's a provider. Yes. Yes. But if he needs help,
Did your husband
then
do
I
that?
have the
Your
money
husband
to
did all
help.
that, I'm assuming, right?
Yes and no. So that's the thing. We were younger. So now that I have grown and I've elevated and my money and everything else has elevated, that's why I know like
Wait
what
a
I
minute,
want
the
and what I
baby
will not
daddy
take.
did. Wait, the man that birthed the 4 kids didn't even do this. The man
Wait.
that created the children didn't even. I ain't do this in a long time. But here is your man. Here is your man. You mean to tell me the baby daddy didn't even do what you saying this new man got to do?
No, I'm not saying that. He definitely helped and everything like that. I'm not saying that he didn't. But what I'm saying is that as I'm older, I expect more. Do you understand?
I understand what you're saying, but I think it's not about.
Here we go with the as I get older, I expect more. I get the logic, but you don't deserve more because you're lower value on the dating market based on what men want. It makes sense for people to want more as they get old. Well, not more, but how can I put it? As you get older, how can you mature and I get it. Maybe it don't make sense. As I get older, I want more. No.
I get it, but then I don't get it. That's where I'm at with it.
I can get the concept. It doesn't work as a woman. As a man, I get. Let me put it like this. If you want more, then go out and get more yourself. Like from the man perspective, I'm getting older. I want more out of life. Now that I'm getting older, I changed my perspective and I want more out of life than I did when I was young and dumb and naive. Makes sense. So cool. Go out and work for it and get it your damn self. Go get it your damn self. Or from the man's perspective, even if he say I'm getting older now, I want more than just a nice ass and big titties because I matured and I see that that ain't what life about and that ain't what having a good woman is about. So now that I'm an older man, I want a better quality of woman. But men know, okay, I'm gonna have to go down in looks to get better in character. So see, when men have that epiphany, we know we're gonna have to sacrifice something for something else. Women don't think like that. They're like, I'm older now, so I want them to have more money, better character, more God fearing. No, you don't. No, life is about trade offs. It's about trade offs. So what are you? What are women willing to sacrifice to get a man who's better in certain areas? And not only that, like, what is she bringing to the table that's going to make it worth it for that man that's better in these other areas, even if you are willing to sacrifice other attributes? Like, wanting better, I get wanting better, but then you got to ask yourself, do you qualify for better? Or are you willing to work for better or do what it's going to take to get better? Shouldn't be, I'm older, so I'm entitled to better just because I want it because I'm older.
Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way.
Expect more. Do you understand?
I understand what you're saying, but I think it's not about being older. It's about, here's the deal. I hear this a lot. I've been doing this for 5 years, so I know, and I get it, ladies. When you get older, you know, you have a higher expectation because you might be making more money and all that. I get the logic. So let me tell you this. I do get the logic. But now let's just get to the real. The real is, first of all, a mortgage for a place that would that would have enough space for you're 5, right? It's you and 4 other people. So, and I don't know what this man got going on, right? Maybe it's just him. I'm assuming maybe 2. So the expectation is for this man to make enough money to cover the mortgage that can house 6 or 7 people, and you just gonna pay the light bill, and you think that makes sense. I think that's
No, like
very
the
selfish.
light bill, the cable, the water, the gas,
Girl,
car
but half of
insurance.
the mortgage because you coming with 4 kids. You paying for the
No,
mortgage of your 4 kids right now? Okay, how about this? Do you get child support from the
no,
baby daddy?
I do.
So
I do.
will his child support contribute to the mortgage and where the kids are staying?
So I guess let me just say I'm not. Let me see. How do I put this? I've just been blessed to not ever have to pay mortgage, and I think that that will forever continue. So the man that I will have to be with has to be at a different level, if that makes sense, because it's not going to be nothing to them, like to say like, oh, paying mortgage. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so
I mean, yeah, there's men out there who are like, oh yeah, it ain't shit for me to pay the mortgage. It ain't shit for me to pay all the bills. Yeah, those guys exist. They just not picking you with 5 kids and crazy eyes and a divorce already under your belt. Yeah, I mean, she's right. This man that she's talking about, he exists. He's just not picking you. And I get why you want it. And there's a guy out there who would do it, but you don't qualify for it. That's where the miscommunication is happening. So you making sense based on what I know about female nature and all that, and what I know about certain type of men who cool with being a provider and take pride in being a provider. You just don't qualify. That's all. That's the only part. That's the only real miscommunication. Everything else makes sense.
has to be at a different level, if that makes sense, because it's not going to be nothing to them, like to say like, oh, paying mortgage. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so
Okay, but I asked you this question. So maybe so maybe I got confused because I asked who pays your mortgage? Was it your husband, your ex-husband?
So no, I have like a different type of situation to where basically I was left with inheritances, so I'm good.
So
No, that's cap. Okay, she was left with an inheritance, so she good. Okay, what, $1 million? That ain't shit. So, I don't even know if it's $1 million, but like, okay, an inheritance. Let's see. Let's Google something real quick. Let's Google something. What is the bare minimum to be considered inheritance? I spelled that wrong probably, but whatever. Okay, what is considered a small inheritance? In the United States, an inheritance is generally considered small if it is below the average animal income. Annual income. For 2025, an inheritance of 20K, 10K, or even 5K can be classified as a small inheritance. This threshold can vary depending on individual circumstance and perspectives. However, even small inheritances can have a significant impact on financial situations, especially for those struggling with debt or limited savings. What up, Chuck? Let's see. What is the average inheritance? $46,000. The average inheritance amount in the U.S. is approximately $46,000, according to the Federal Reserve data. So let's just assume. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it was 200K. Let's say it was 200K and she was left it, whatever, 10 years ago, right? And let's just say if it was 200, let's just say it was 400K. She got it 10 years ago when she was 27. Okay, so 400K. And let's say she upped her lifestyle 20K a year. So, let's see, 20K a year divided by 12. What's that? 20,000 divided by 12. This is how much more she could pay in rent now. So cool. So let's say she could have afforded a, you know, $800 rent before the inheritance, and now she can afford like a $2,500 spot a month. That's that's a big fucking upgrade. That's like a 4 times upgrade in lifestyle. So let's say she taking $20K out extra, because you will still have to work, you know, for all the other shit basically. So and she works. So that upgrade in lifestyle is only gonna last another, hold on, 20K a year, another 10 years max until she's 47. And that's where she needs the provider to come in. And that's me giving her a super benefit of the doubt. And she might be lying. She's probably on Section 8. So she's trying to not say that. So she's just going to say, oh, I've upgraded in lifestyle because I got an inheritance. It sounds like cap. But we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say she had a $400K inheritance when she was 27. And she's been burning $20,000 a year of it for the past 10 years. And she only got another 10 years left of it, which is the dumbest thing you could probably do with an inheritance. Her best bet would have been to buy, well, this is what I would have did. I would have bought a $200,000 house cash and then put the other $200K in something that got 5 to 10% a year kickback. Because what's 5% of 200,000? Because even if you put that in some money making vehicle or investment or whatever, high interest account, so even if she got 5% on it a year, so that would be 10% on 200,000 would have been, so that'd be 10,000 a year extra income. You got a $200,000 house paid for. You got an extra 10,000 coming from kickback from your investment, and on top of that, you working. That would be the best thing to do if she would have got a $400,000 inheritance. She's not smart enough to know that, so she basically just gonna blow the $400K on $2,000 more rent, probably in an apartment or whatever. Let's just let's just continue. You still don't, whatever you say, bitch, you still don't qualify for what you talk about.
Was it your husband, your ex-husband?
So no, I have like a different type of situation to where basically I was left with inheritances, so I'm good.
So, but that's not somebody paying your mortgage. That means you got an inheritance. So that wasn't like
Correct.
a man paying your mortgage. So let me
Correct.
ask you this.
So if I'm gonna go with somebody, I'm not gonna leave where I'm at in a good situation that where I have things to just go with anybody, and now I'm forcefully out here like gotta pay stuff. So if I'm gonna talk to somebody, it have to be like of a different type of caliber, because you know, to just an average person, this is gonna sound like a problem. Like, oh my gosh, it's gonna sound like a problem. But yeah, why I have things to just go with anybody, and now I'm forcefully out here like gotta pay stuff. So if I'm gonna talk to somebody, it have to be like of a different type of caliber, because you know, to just an average person, this is gonna sound like a problem. Like, oh my gosh, it's gonna sound like a problem. But yeah.
First of all, here's the deal. You're blessed that you got inheritance, right? And I think that this is probably why when I'm talking to you, it doesn't compute, because you're probably living in a way and you're fortunate. You were given enough money to sustain your life, but most of us in this world, we got to go get it. right? We got to go out there and go work for it and go get it. So it's not like, you know, money just fell down and now we could live that certain way. So, I mean, I think that's why you're not understanding how the ask of a man to just provide for you and your children when he has to go work so hard to get this money and you're like, well, that's your job. You should have sealed that deal. Let me tell you something, ladies. I'm not mad at that, but you should seal that deal with the children's father. Make that before you go in the door. Only have the man's baby. If your requirement is, listen, this is what it is. I don't pay no mortgage. I don't pay no rent. Get that deal before you give him a baby. That's
No, that's not realistic either. What up, Ivan? Glad you could stop by. Thanks for everybody that's rocking with me. I got 17 people watching. Cool. Thanks for watching. Let hit the Cash App, please. I'm looking to meet a $10 live stream goal. Nothing has been met towards that $10 Cash App goal. Whatever you can give towards that is greatly appreciated. You dig? This is not realistic. Look, most women aren't going to get providers. It's just that fucking simple. They're just not going to get it. A realistic goal for a woman. And let's be clear, the women who do get a provider, it's not trips and shit and bags and brunches. It's cutting coupons. I make $50K. I'm gonna provide the best lifestyle I can live, and you gonna do DoorDash on the side, bitch, or try to start a business, and you gonna cut coupons, and we gonna make it, and then try to come up together. This whole idea of just finding a man that's gonna pay all the bills. No, if a woman doing what she need to do, she need to be getting married by like 23 and start pushing out kids, and y'all work together to make it through life. That's a realistic expectation. I mean, but here's the thing. I mean, a lot of women could get a provider deal, but yeah, they got to get it between 18 and 23, and likely he's going to be 30, 35. It's not going to be a dude their age. And there's downsides to a lot of providers. And then also, if you want a provider, you can't be trying to select for height and looks. A lot of these women could get a 10-year older provider at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. He ain't going to look a certain way. He might not have a certain personality. He might not be funny, X, Y, and Z. But they ain't going to do the right thing to save their fucking life. They ain't going to do it. And black women going to find a way to be a single mother anyway. So even if this woman would have found a provider at 18, 19, 20, she would have left him by now. She still would be in the same position right now, asking for another provider. But this time she want to hand someone with good dick and X, Y, and Z.
only have the man's baby. If your requirement is, listen, this is what it is. I don't pay no mortgage. I don't pay no rent. Get that deal before you give him a baby. That's the best way to get that package. But I do think that.
No, I get it.
So with your adherence, you live a certain way that your adherence pays your bills, basically.
Correct. But what I'm trying to say is, right, I hear what you're saying about do everything like ahead of time. But what I'm saying is these decisions that I made, we're talking, I'm a teenager, like 19, 20.
That's not my problem. That ain't my problem. I don't care. I don't care. Even if I give you a pass, be like, yeah, you was young, and that's cool. I can give you grace on all that, but still not fuck with you. And I'm not gonna fuck with you. If I was a dude in a certain position and X, Y, and Z looking for a woman, I don't care what your excuses are for being a low value woman. Women don't care what men excuses are for being a low value man. They just not gonna fuck with them. Even if they can sympathize, and most time they can't, they be like, oh yeah, I feel for you and I give you grace, but I still don't want to be with you though. And that's the same type of time men on.
21, like kind of having the kids and getting with somebody. You understand? So that was kind of like in the past.
No, okay,
so now I do hear what you're saying, that if I like, it makes sense now that the way the economy and everything is, and me coming in like with kids, that maybe I would need to, like, you know, be a little more open to it, and I would be if I have to. You understand? Because I never had to look at it that way. But if you're, saying it that way, like, okay, I'm coming in with the kids, I didn't look at it that way. I'm looking at it as, okay, they're already well taken care of. So for me,
See, what women don't get, it don't matter how you look at it. It matter how the man you want to get with look at it. They're not smart enough to see it that way.
man's coming in, it's not like they have to fully say like, oh, I have to take care of her and all her kids, because that's kind of not what it is. But
if they,
I am open.
But hold on, would you live with this man?
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'm gonna play something else and I'll be back.
Man wants to feel good in his body when he's around a woman. So that's what I mean by attunement and presence and these woo-woo words that sometimes I can throw around or other people talk about. And so why the heck does it feel so hard to please women these days, right? And one of the reasons is
how's that language? Like, please them. Guys, I can get young guys trying to do this. I can, because they don't know no better, right? They're living life with rose-colored glasses on about what you're getting. Even if she is a nice girl and all that, what you're getting when you get married and all that is not what you think you're going to get when you're in the courting stage. Otherwise, no guy would do it. No guy would sign up to the deal. Pleasing. So little boys, little young men, little young Steve-Os jumping through hoops, trying to get some clunge or trying to get a girl on the hook, and is following the programming that a man must do, more or less self-humiliation rituals to get there. What's a self-humiliation ritual? Putting up with women's disrespect and bullshit, swallowing your pride, biting your tongue. Many men will do it just to have an attractive woman or a woman that they really like in their life. I kid you not. That's why life is all about pleasing. I don't want to please a 40-year-old. I don't want to please a 45-year-old. I'm not interested. She got to please me. Pleasing these women. So these guys are probably going to coaching from her. They might have some money to spend. If they're actually going to coaching with her, who knows if they actually are, or she's making it up. I'm sure she wouldn't be cheap. So they got money to throw in the bin. So these guys have probably got a lot more going for them from a financial and security perspective than what 99% of women will have. But you still got to qualify yourself for them to provide for them and make them safe while probably not getting much of a benefit. Just think about how backwards that sounds. Why do I sound like a prick? Most women, especially ones middle age, who are on the dating market and single, looking for their next target, they're doing that out of desperation as well, because they haven't been good with their money. It's hand to mouth. They may have had divorce settlements and they've pissed those up the wall. Very common. I was only speaking to my mate Larry the other day, and he was telling me that because he paid out an astronomical amount of money to his ex, and he told me she's just wasting it hand over fist. She's just gone on a couple of month holiday to Europe. A couple of months. Now her income would never be able to support that. The money he also gave her, she put a whole bunch of it on a property. So Larry's just about bought her a house and now paying for overseas holidays in which she paid, so i.e. Larry paid for her boyfriend's ticket. So add insult to injury. So these women waste the money they get. They get what would you call it? They get the lotto by divorcing a guy, hundreds of thousands of dollars a lot of the time, but they're never going to be able to get that much money in their life. Not because they wouldn't be able to earn it, because they're not disciplined enough to make something of it and grow that wealth over time. That's it. Like, this is the biggest amount of money they're ever going to have. Piss it up the wall. So her saying women aren't looking for money is a lie. It's a lie. It's a business and it is all about money, and that's why, guys, you need to have your eyes open with that too. Don't just fall blindly for love. Protect your ass. Protect yourself. Protect your ass from getting spread open with no coconut oil.
You're not the same man that you were. You are not the same man that you were when you got married. Completely fundamental. In fact, all your cells have even turned over. So you are biologically not even the same, right? And you may have shut down emotionally in your marriage. Let's just take a broad assumption that if you had a marriage that didn't work out or ended in divorce, that at some point in that marriage, you shut from relationship that didn't work out, right? And so
Okay, so this is the reason we got here is because I'm under the impression you're looking for a man. You said you want to be a provider. You would live with him, and you said he would pay the mortgage. So, I do understand that women at times. Let me tell you why I think about money, because I work, and I think now this could be my masculine trait, because I understand how you have to work to get money, and I think sometimes women who I love, I think I think sometimes it goes over some women's head how men have to go get all this money to say what you're asking for. So I understand you were a child, but I'm not really talking about that. The fact of the matter is you have 4 children that would go into this household, and you just feel, yeah, he's supposed to pay the bills because that's what he does. But let's just think about it in the math. Like 4 people to feed, well, you said you buy the groceries, but a home big enough for that amount of people, because you get, if it's just you and one person, I get a smaller home. I don't need a big car if it's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is just more when you come with more, right? So and to say that the entitlement that he's just supposed to provide, and I think, ladies, we say it says so much, but let's get into the reality of what is being said. That's a lot of money to ask for a man who did not birth those kids. And I go back to the mortgage. So I'm just thinking about, how I live, and I'm one person. I had to take care of 6 others. I gotta have a whole new place, and I like to live nice. That's a whole lot of money. You know, so but I think it's because you got an inheritance that you never. You wasn't thinking about it in the way I was trying. I just want you, and then I'm not trying, and then I know a lot of women are I really are just like, no, because everyone's just like, yeah, I'm a queen, I deserve a king. I get it, ladies, I get it. But let's just talk about the facts of the bills and how much more it costs when you come with humans. Because if it's just you, then that could be fair. Like some men are like, listen, I know men that are like, I'm gonna pay all the bills because I pay all the bills for myself. So she's just gonna move in, and I'm already paying the bills for myself. So to some men, that makes sense. Like,
Well, here's why that still don't make sense. My life is more peaceful. Like I pay all my bills and I have my peace. So I'm gonna move you in. Okay, move some coochie in. Like, what's the benefit to move her in? Like, I get it. I'm providing because I'm already paying all my bills. So it's not gonna be that much of a bump in bills with her here. I already pay for internet, rent, light. I'm already paying all that by myself. So she move in with me and basically just leech off of me. But okay, where is she bringing me equal value now that I just brought her, what, 40,000 worth of value a year? What is she bringing me that's worth 40,000 in value? She could be bringing me 80,000 worth of mental stress and emotional anguish. So I'm in the deficit still, even though I'm paying all the bills. Like she didn't like. Okay, what, you giving me coochie 3 times a month? That's $100 a fuck. A guy could go out here and find a clean, good-looking prostitute to fuck. $100 a fuck. We did the math on this one day. But see, and here's the problem too. I forgot what the price was. I think it was. Fuck it, let's just do it again real quick. I'm gonna try to do it fast this time. Let's do it. Okay, how much is a? Because you really. Let's see. How often would I need somebody to clean? A month. Here's the thing about men. We cool. I don't want to say we cool living in a mess. We cool if it's a couple things on the floor. We really ain't. It don't bug us the way it bug women. If it's an extra cup left on the table, or if And then you got to think, when men live alone, it ain't too much of a mess because we not really at home. We at work. We driving from work. Go see a relative. Go hang out with friends. It shouldn't be that crazy of a mess when it's just one person living there. And if you take your dish back to the sink after you eat, it will be fairly easy to clean up after yourself as a single man. And even if you didn't clean up after yourself so good, it ain't gonna be that crazy of a mess to where it's really bugging you like that. But let's just, well, when I said a clean prostitute, I just mean she's not a dirty, toothless crack whore. I mean, far as clean, far as her having the STD, see, people associate prostitute with STD, and I think people would be surprised. The bitch you meet at the club probably got more STDs than a prostitute. Shockingly. But anyway. So let's see. If we just had a cleaner, just even once a week. A cleaner once a week. And a prostitute once a week. And a cook. If we had a cook come in for 4 hours and make us like 3 meals we could eat on all week. So the cook could come once a day. So let's look this up. Let's just say we hired a cleaning lady for 4 hours a week. So that's 70. Oh, so 4 hours. So, oh, that's getting expensive, isn't it? Let's just do the math though. 4 hours a week. So let's just call that 300 a week. All right. How much is a cook per hour? Hold on, I'm about to go get a bag of chips. The average hourly pay for a cook in 2025. The highest pay for a cook in a restaurant is 20. So let's just say 20 an hour for 4 hours a week, a cook. So 80 a week. 300 a week for a maid. And let's just say one fuck a week from a prostitute. And I know that's, I mean, really depending on what bitch you talking about. But let's just let's just say 100 a week for pussy. So that is 380. So 480 a week. Let's just call it 500 a week. That's 2,000 a month. 24,000 a year to essentially replace a bitch in your life. But the peace of mind is priceless. Not having to deal with her family, not having to deal with her emotional roller coaster, not having to try to cater to her needs. Is she happy? Is she not happy? Is she in the mood to clean this week? See, at least with the maid, the cook, and the prostitute, I know I'm getting what I want from this money I'm spending. I know I'm getting the house clean 4 times. I know I'm getting these meals. See, a bitch, sometimes she might not feel like cooking. You know, it might be a month she don't feel like fucking for that month, but you still gotta pay though, even though she don't feel like fucking this month. You still gotta pay though, even though she wasn't in the mood to clean this month. So outsourcing is by far the better deal, and that's if you get damn near the ideal woman. Let alone a bitch with 5 kids by 2 men, a divorce, and crazy eyes. So this whole thing of, oh yeah, a man, if he already paying all his own bills, that might make sense to him to just have this bitch move in. Why? To be a burden on my life, a nag, a drain on my life, and still not even, a lot of times still not give me what I moved her in for, which is pussy, clean, cook, and shut the fuck up. No, it don't make sense.
Some men are like, listen, I know men that are like, I'm gonna pay all the bills because I pay all the bills for myself. So she's just gonna move in and I'm already paying the bills for myself. So to some men, that makes sense. Like, I already paid my bills. But it's just, let's say he got a bachelor pad. He can't have a bachelor pad with you and 4 kids. He got to get another house. And it got to be, and another house is gonna cost more space and more money.
I get you.
That's all that I was trying to say. But I do think that I love my ladies. I love my ladies. I love y'all. I swear I do. And I really think the word delusion is right only because what I've come to terms is some women just don't think about it in that way. Like it's like you just didn't think about it that way. It was like it made a lot of sense to you. And then when you said inheritance, that really made it helped me more understand you because you just got the money. You didn't have to work for it.
You could say
Or
that,
did
but
you
yeah.
have to work for it? You told me it was an inheritance.
So inheritance, but for me, I still have to work for my kids, so it's still.
But
So
let me ask you this: do you live a certain way because of your inheritance money?
Of course.
Exactly. So
Of
that
course.
money is allowing you to live a certain way. That income is allowing you to live a certain way outside of your own income. Because if you didn't have that
Right.
income, you would probably not be living where you live.
Correct.
And what I'm
You're
trying
right.
to say is that income that is allowing you to live the way you live, and it's not your fault. You're blessed. You didn't work for it. So because you didn't work for it, you don't understand the type of work that has to be done for it. I'm not judging you for it. I think all Black people should have, life insurance, and we should set each other up. Like this should happen more in our community. So this is no judgment.
Right.
You're a blessed person that you have an inheritance. So don't lose that.
See, the only problem is, anybody could get lucky, become a rapper, a ball player, get an inheritance. Maintaining it and doing the right thing with it, us as Black people as a whole, we don't have the information to do what's right by it. That's why the whole reparation things, never mind.
I'm not trying to bash you for that. I'm just saying that's why I understand you don't understand what it means to work for it. Because when you work for something, But I think that was it. So let's see. Maybe I'll keep it. I'll keep it. We had a good moment. All right, let's keep going. So wait, girl, I can't even find your paper no more, child. Tell me your name again.
My name is Ashley.
What do I have? Okay, what did I do? I got so hyped. I done changed. Girl, I can't even find your
You
paper.
ready to come for me? That's what it is.
What happened?
I said you coming for me.
Well, I'm not coming for you. I'm trying to enlighten you.
Being held accountable and using logic and reason, women see that as coming for them. Bringing me out of delusion and the bullshit fairy tale land, that's coming for me. You dragging me, girl, by telling me the truth. That's how they look at it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to come from you. I'm not trying to come. Listen, I'm really not a mean-spirited person. Like, I really have a...
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna.
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not, doesn't even make sense.
Kendra, you're definitely a mean-spirited person, for sure. We've seen it for years, but I hear you, though.
Well, I'm not coming for you. I'm trying to enlighten you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not trying to come from you. I'm not trying to... listen, I'm really not a mean-spirited person. Like, I really have a love for what I do. I'm trying to give you insight and enlighten you. So I'm not trying to come from you. If you felt that way, I apologize. That really, truly isn't my intention. But I am just trying to enlighten you. But okay, I will say this: if you really, really want that package, go older and white, and he might be okay with it. Older.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
That was so disrespectful and rude. You got older white men fucked up. So older white men, you just basically call older white men some damn fools. That was so disrespectful. Can you imagine if the races were reversed? Just find you an old Black nigga. He'd put up with, like, imagine if it was a white show and the white woman just said, just find you an old dusty Black nigga. He'd probably put up with your shit.
Like 66 white-year-old man will love on you and your kids. You ain't got no good sex, but you have the provided life that you want. Ashley, okay, tell me again, girl, because when I went to draw the picture of you, child, I done lost your page. I went to go draw the picture, now I can't find your page. So Ashley, tell me, okay, Ashley, where you calling from again?
From Miami, Florida.
Okay, yeah, I done lost your page. Miami, I know 5 kids, 2 marriages, and you're an RN, right?
One marriage.
One marriage.
Yeah.
She's an RN. And how old are you?
37.
37. Okay. But now that was the kind of man you're looking for. What's your deal breakers?
Okay, deal breakers is someone that does not have a relationship with God, someone that is not a protector, someone that is not loyal, someone that's not reliable, someone that's not a good communicator. Dishonesty. Those are my deal breakers.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Just healthy. Just healthy. I don't have like, oh, this is my type. No, I'm not. I don't care about any of that. Just be healthy.
Be healthy. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money? You can say whatever you want to say. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not.
I mean, he has at least 6 figures or better. Like, at least that's.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What niggas spy out you, nigga? Shut the fuck up.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. That's stupid, guys. Is this camera on me?
Yes.
You can say whatever you want to say. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not.
I mean, he had at least 6 figures or better, like at least that's bare minimum. 6 figures is bare minimum.
So 100K is bare minimum. Okay, you said because more than 6 figures is 7, and that would be a millionaire. So are you saying from the 100K to millionaire range?
Yes.
So a guy 70K, you can't do nothing with that.
If he's from God, I'm taking him.
Oh, okay. Then why you say 6 figures are better then?
I mean, if I have to put a price on it, if you're asking me, I'm going to tell you. But if I say, look, this is what I have for you, this is what he make, I'm taking him, I'm helping him, whatever I need to do. So I don't want to make it like, oh, I'm just this.
With an inheritance is gonna help you level up in your career. It don't matter what you do for a career. She just know they believe in themselves that much. She gonna level you up. It don't matter if you're a theoretical physicist. She's gonna level you up.
Specific and this what he has to have. It's not like that. Like I'm open, but if I have a choice, that's my choice.
Okay, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Wait, can you see like this? Hold on.
Okay. We see you, girl. Okay, you got it. Oh, you wanna?
So here she thinks she a bad bitch because she's not fat, and like, is that a real hair? Like, it might be a real hair. She's not fat. Well, no, I don't know if it might be weed, but whatever. She thinks it's giving baddie aesthetic. So she feel like, oh, that's gonna offset that I'm a mother of 5 and a divorcee and all that. Like that's where she getting this mindset from. But no, man, no, bitch, no.
Nigga, no.
Okay. We see you, girl. Okay, you got it. Oh, you wanna? You know when somebody like their body because they do extra Kendra Cam when they like their body.
Well, I mean, I exercise. I do a little 3 miles, but you're still working on my body. So
Okay. I found your original part of your paper, Ashley. Ashley, when was your last relationship?
A real actual relationship was back in 2018, and that's when I 100% knew when I was gonna have like the divorce that I wouldn't be with my kid's dad anymore. After that, it was like a situationship, but it wasn't like a real relationship.
You know how many times I hear this shit? You know
Why does that not surprise me?
So is anybody shocked that after being a single mother of 5, divorcee, that she hasn't been in a serious relationship and just been in situationships? That's all you qualify for, man. But she's gonna tell an interesting story that I want to break down. And there's another shocking element to this. You probably already know if you read the title, but don't read the title if you haven't already. Just be surprised. There's another surprising element to this. But yeah, I'm not surprised that she hasn't had a relationship in 6 years as a single mother of 5. What average man, forget about high value, what average man is signing up for this? There's even low value men who got motion with bitches who not signing up for this. So yeah.
So I won't really count that.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 2 years ago.
Okay, are you waiting for your next relationship or a marriage?
I'm waiting for marriage.
You're not having sex and you get married?
Correct.
Hell no.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
I mean,
No. You don't get any of that, you dirty whore.
is that loud in y'all ear when I laugh like that? It probably is. I'm sorry, but she don't want nobody. She talking about you got to pay all the bills and then no sex till marriage. That ain't happening. It's not fucking happening. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I'm waiting for marriage.
You're not having sex till you get married?
Correct.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. Okay. So you have 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what you did when you had your 5 kids? Was that your rule too?
So the thing is, that was not my rule, but I did over time, like with the whole divorce and everything, I got a deeper relationship with God. So that helped me to genuinely love myself, know who I am, the whole shebang. And it made me being able to wait, it made me okay. So I know that the person that God had for me, I'm gonna know that he's the one. So I don't have to sit up here and be laying with a bunch of different men and just knowing that their true intentions really isn't to be with me. So
I want to say this, and I definitely subscribe to don't be laying up with different men. And if everybody knows, I always say to ladies, don't have sex unless you're in a committed relationship, so you can know, like, seal the deal before you have fun time if you want something serious. So I definitely agree to that. I think so. He has to not have sex till you get married. Make your preference, which you desire, is 100K or more. I think that I'm gonna tell you. First of all, do you want your video on social media or you want it just inside the app? It's your call.
I mean, you could put it. You can put
Okay.
it out.
So I mean, they're kind of saying in the comments too, but I feel like it's just gonna be like, you have 5 kids and now you want to wait until you have sex until you get married. And I promise y'all, I'm not here to tell you not to roll with Jesus and God. That's really not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that's a high probability for a young girl who's a virgin, right? Because she's never had sex and she has no kids. And if she said that, it's almost like a fair statement. They're gonna say you have 5 kids and now you want me to wait. Like, basically, the man got 5 kids from you, didn't have to do anything this new man got to do, and he got to take care of the 5 kids. Well, for the 5 kids. But
So let me say this. I have went on several dates, right? And when I say going on a date, obviously I'm not having sex with these people. Now, I can tell you this, in all honesty, I have met people that wanted to marry me and they did not mind that I had the kids. I just probably wasn't 100% attracted, or I just knew in my heart they're not the ones. I have also met great people that had the money that I desired, right? They did not have that love for God. And I knew I can't be with them like that. And again, there was a very most recent encounter that I had. That woman's intuition, I had it. He had the money, he had the looks, he would marry me and everything. And something in me was like something not right with him. And he, of course, like would take me on dates, spend money, whatever. And of course,
Well, this is the part I wanted to go over. Hold on, let me go back.
I can't be with them like that. And the people that wanted to marry me and
didn't have to do anything this new man. Now you want to wait until you have sex until you get married. And I promise y'all, I'm not here to tell you not to roll with Jesus and God. That's really not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that's a high probability for a young girl who's a virgin, right? Because she's never had sex and she has no kids. And if she said that, it's almost like a fair statement. They're gonna say you have 5 kids and now you want me to wait. Like, basically, the man got 5 kids from you, didn't have to do anything this new man got to do, and he got to take care of the 5 kids. Well, for the 5 kids. But
so let me say this. I have went on several dates, right? And when I say going on a date, obviously I'm not having sex with these people. Now, I can tell you this, in all honesty, I have met people that wanted to marry me and they did not mind that I had the kids. I just probably
Let's. There are men who wanted to marry me and didn't mind that I had the kids. I'm sure men have said that. The things men will say for Cat. I think it's pathetic. Over 40, as a man, you shouldn't be pressed for pussy no more. And if you are, you should just buy it. Like, the things 40-plus-year-old men are doing just to get some pussy from a bitch is fucking pathetic. The things I've heard, I'm not putting that much effort to fuck a hoe after 40. I'm sorry. I'll just pay for it. If it's that deep, I'll pay for it. Oh my God. Don't a man's sex drive go down after 40? But let's talk about it. I don't doubt that she's been on dates with men who said they would want to marry her. And she just said something. Let me play it for a couple more seconds. Hold on, because I'm gonna break something down.
In all honesty, I have met people that wanted to marry me and they did not mind that I had the kids. I just probably wasn't 100% attracted, or I just knew in my heart they're not the ones.
Bingo. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. She said, I met men who would marry me and didn't mind the kids, but I just wasn't attracted and knew they weren't the one. These bitches are so delusional and entitled. They feel like even if they got 5 kids by 5 different men, fat, ugly, and some more shit, they still feel entitled to the tall, handsome man with money who's gonna accept all their shit. It's not enough for her to get a guy who's just willing to accept her shit and pay all the bills. He got to be tall, handsome, good dick, emotionally intelligent, like The Notebook, and take her for all her bullshit. So this is what I wanted to say. These women, she look crazy, but she's not fat. She's black. She's not fat. She can pull her hair down and probably put on a tight outfit and go on Instagram and get an inbox full. So what I'm trying to say is there probably are some guys in the inbox who really would take this deal because they're fucking pathetic. And like she said, I'm not attracted and I just knew they weren't the one. Right. Because any man who would take you serious in a relationship is a fucking pathetic loser that you're not going to want to be with anyway. So it doesn't matter. There's men who would take this deal, as shocking as that may sound. But it's a man who's never had sex before. Like, it's a man who never even dreamed of having a girlfriend. He'd take in damn near anything. You know, she's skinny, got long hair. Yeah, man, let's still hit the jackpot. Though the men who are that pathetic, women would never even think of being with anyway. So it don't matter. So I believe her. That's what I said all that to say. I partially believe her. So men, for the past 6 years, men have been saying, I'll marry you and I'll do it. Now, there's a percentage of men who actually really would have did it. And then there's a percentage of men who's just saying what she want to hear so they can fuck. Those are the type of guys she really want to do it, but those are the guys who would never actually do it. Just say they'll do it to fuck. Those are the 2 guys who've been saying it. But I don't think it's cap. I think she's been hearing that this past 6 years. Like, but let's continue.
Who married me and they did not mind that I had the kids. I just probably wasn't 100% attracted, or I just knew in my heart they're not the ones. I have also met great people that had the money that I desired, right? They did not have that love for God. And I knew I can't be with them like that.
It's cap. I know for a fact that this woman isn't turning down a tall, handsome man with money because he ain't religious like that. I'm positive about that. I'm 100. So that is cap. You met a man who was willing to pay for shit, willing to take care of your kids and whatever, tall and handsome, but he just wasn't into God, so you wasn't into it. Nah, that's cap.
Knew in my heart they're not the ones. I have also met great people that had the money that I desired, right? They did not have that love for God. And I knew I can't be with them like that. And again, there was a very most recent encounter that I had. That woman's intuition, I had it. He had the money, he had the looks, he would marry me and everything. And something in me was like something not right with him.
But then nothing is gonna be right with him. Because why would he want to marry a divorcee with 5 kids? If he's tall, handsome, let's just say she's not lying about this part. He was tall, handsome, and the guy got the money, talking about marriage, but I knew something was right. Yeah, the nigga was retarded. That's what wasn't right. See, this is what I want to talk about. I want to be very fucking clear about this. This is something that can go over certain people's heads. All these bitches that I roast on my channel, they know they're fucking fucked up bad dating options. I'm not saying nothing I say on my channel, a woman could say it ain't true. They can call me a misogynist. They can say I got a little dick. I'm broke. They can shame me for saying it. But everything that RB says about women, 90% of women know it's true. They can't say it's true because then they would be admitting that I'm a piece of dog shit that's not worth it. But in their heart, they know it's true. It's like that Tupac line. Like, you could tell the people you roll with whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on. Payback. I know you bitch niggas from way back. Witnessed me strapped with Max. Knew I wouldn't play that. All you old rappers trying to advance. It's all over now. Take it like a man. Looking at her at home, flabby and sick. Trying to play a hate on my shit. Could eat a fat dick. Okay, I went a little too long on that. But the line is, you can tell the people you roll with whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on. That's the message I have to every woman who ever came across my content. I don't lie on women. You might not lie. It don't make you feel good, but you know that I'm telling the truth. All this red pill truth, women know it to be true about them damn selves. They just don't want to hear men say it and regurgitate it back to them. Women know I'm not fucking lying about the shit I say. This woman knows she ain't shit, and it ain't. This woman knows she's not worth it for a man to be with. Any man. But she just got to lie to herself, you know, and try to get a man to believe the bullshit. But the point I wanted to make is all these fucked up women know they don't deserve a quality man, even though they asking for one. They know. Like, this woman knows she don't deserve what she asking for. This woman knows she's not good enough to get what she's asking for. And that's why a lot of women, even if they actually do fuck around and get this high value man who's willing to take on their 5 kids or whatever, she'll sabotage it because she knows she can't be as good of a woman as he is a man. It get complex, but of course something was off about it. Because something had to be off mentally about him to want to take this deal. And subconsciously, fucked up women like this know that.
He had the money, he had the looks, he would marry me and everything. And something in me was like something not right with him. And he, of course, like would take me on dates, spend money, whatever. And of course, as time's going by, I'm like, let me chill a little bit on like how much maybe he's spending on me or whatever, because I know soon what may be coming up. But anytime I go around him, like as anyone else, I make sure, of course, I look good, but I'm not revealing myself. I'm not doing anything seductive or anything to make him think that I want to do anything with him. And thank God that this one particular person, I did not do anything with him, because when we met, he's doing everything. Oh, I'm this, I'm great. Oh, I'm nice. Oh, he'll marry me. Everything that sounds great. And as time is going by, he really sees that I'm standing on, look, like I'm not going to have sex with him. And he already okayed that from the beginning. Okay, cool. Like I'm looking for marriage, this and that. Lo and behold, as more and more we spend the time and everything like that, and he realized, I guess this one particular night, again, I'm not doing anything to turn him on or anything like that, right? Dress inappropriate, nothing. He got so upset that night that I did not have sex with him. And he basically let me know, kind of like what you're saying, from A to Z.
Read her down from A to Z. Yeah, because a lot of these sucker niggas feel like if I just stick around, I keep spending money on her, I keep coming around, she'll let me get the pussy. And I get why men think that, because a lot of women say, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. But then they eventually do it. So I get the mindset, but like, it's not worth it, bro. Why are you working and putting in energy in this to just to fuck some ran through single mother of 5? Even if you did think I could work my way into that pussy, like, it's cool. I know she's saying she waiting till marriage, but she ain't gonna hold up to that. I'm spending all this money. I'm coming over smelling good, looking good. She gonna give me the pussy. But it's not worth the effort. Even if that's true and she would eventually give it to you without marriage, it ain't worth the effort, bro. Don't get mad now. I mean, like that. Be mad at yourself. Be mad at yourself.
Inappropriate, nothing. He got so upset that night that I did not have sex with him. And he basically let me know, kind of like what you're saying, from A to Z, basically that he didn't want me from the beginning. Now, had I went and slept with this man, thinking before, he was telling me, oh, how great this and that, but I did not give him what he wanted, right? And as he was getting tired of that, it showed me the true him. And so that's why it helps me to continue how I am, because it shows me the true, like the true person. Because again, he didn't want anything but the sex, but he was spending money. He had the looks. He had, again, saying like, oh, he'll marry me, and he was serious. But at that moment, he was not getting what he wanted, and he basically told me about myself, like you're saying, oh, you gave it to these people and this and that, and now you're gonna make me wait and this and that, and it went really bad. But I'm, again, just very thankful that I didn't give it up, because I knew it got even worse than that. But
let me jump in, Ashley. Let me jump in. I gotta jump in because we don't got that much time.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't want you to get lost on what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should just.
Let me. What are we rating her from 1 to 10 on looks? Well, she look crazy right here, but I don't know if I would say she's ugly. I mean, the crazy. Like, I'm trying to see if I can find a good. We'll just stop it right there. That probably is the best one I can get. What are we rating her from 1 to 10? I need answers in the chat. I'll be right back.
Told me about myself, like you're saying, oh, you gave it to these people and this and that, and now you're gonna make me wait and this and that, and it went really bad. But I'm, again, just very thankful that I didn't give it up, because I knew it got even worse than that. But
let me jump in, Ashley. Let me jump in. I gotta jump in because we don't got that much time.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't want you to get lost on what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should just be out here having sex loosely. I'm really not saying that. I do think the requirement to until your wedding night might be a high feat, but I'm not Jesus, I'm not God, I never say anything absolute. But you kind of just told 3 stories that confirm what I was already saying. Like you gave me 3 different scenarios of what I know is going to kind of happen. But I do still think, listen, I'm proud that you didn't sleep with that guy because he wasn't the right guy and you got a chance to know him more. And I don't want any lady to think that I'm saying Kendra says go out here and just have sex. No, I'm not really saying that. I just think when we get to a certain age, I'm not saying it's impossible, so don't kill me on my Christian folks. The no sex to marriage might be a hard deal when a lot of life kind of has happened up to that moment. But again, I'm not Jesus, so I don't, I don't play those absolute games. Okay, so that's what that was. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I could be clingy. Sometimes I could be a little too serious, and I don't know about the other one.
Okay. And why would a guy? Well, you don't know about the other one. You only got 2 flaws.
No, I mean we're all flawed, but okay, I'll say maybe sometimes I could take my face. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, I could sometimes like get like a little bit hurt or upset, like if I notice that, like not necessarily saying I'm a people pleaser, but like I try to make everybody happy, and then when it comes time for like somebody to show up for me and they don't, then I can like feel a certain type of way.
Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I am God-fearing, so that means that I'm a person that will definitely be there for somebody, genuinely for them. I would love them for them. I would want to genuinely see them do well. I would do any and everything in my path to like just watch somebody succeed and elevate and just be happy. I'm somebody, I pray for somebody. Wholeheartedly, I give my last for anybody, not anybody, but for genuinely somebody that I love. I'm a great mother. I'm very caring, nurturing, loving, and I'm genuine.
All right, let's do it. Well, the great thing is we're inside the app. We got Brooklyn Mom 5. Brooklyn Mom 5. We'll go to her profile page. Let me see what it looks like. Ashley. Okay, I see your. Oh wait, I'm gonna go to your first picture. Okay. All right, we see you, girl. Ashley.
Prostitute shit. Okay. See, I told you. She thinks she got the baddie aesthetic. And really that was the prostitute aesthetic. Yeah, she thinks she a baddie. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, I knew it. Where the cash at? Where the cash at? I'm a baddie. Where the cash at? It don't matter I got 5 kids because I'm a baddie. Where the cash at?
I don't want this. Okay, here you go. Boom, take care of it. I don't want this. Here you go, take care of it. Handle that. I don't want this. All right, boom. It's not, oh my God, you a gold digger.
Nope.
Oh my God, you keep
and my
asking.
question for you
oh
is,
my God, you're so needy. No, here you go, babe. What you want? All right, what else?
My question is this,
that's
very
a queen.
simple.
That's princess treatment. That's energy.
God,
that's what guys need to start doing.
Indeed.
Cause y'all not gonna die with that money. Spend that. Yeah, it costs to be a boss.
She a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no bro.
I've slept with over 200 men. 200 men?
This is just some nigga talking shit. This is just some nigga talking shit. And everybody's caught up in all that shit.
You won't have a man because a man can't be a man when he's saddled down up to his neck in debt with a dissatisfied woman who don't give a damn. She wants more and more and more. Let me tell you something, woman.
There's simps who trick off on this bitch to try to fuck. Cause she not the worst looking black woman in the world and she not fat. Oh my goodness.
Let me see what it look like. Ashley. Okay, I see your. Oh wait, I'm gonna go to your first picture. Okay. All right, we see you, girl. Ashley, 37, long-term relationship, living in my prime, enjoying life in its entire.
Look at this shit. Is that even real? That look photoshopped. That look photoshopped like a wait, that's Photoshop. What is this? Bro, what? Yeah. She thinks she a high class girly. No, man. This is sad. This is fucking sad. And is this one of them backdrops at the club, at them hood clubs? You know, like the Tupac backdrop or the Aaliyah backdrop? What is this?
You're a whore.
Okay. All right. We see you, girl. Ashley, 37, long-term relationship, living in my prime, enjoying life, and it's entirely enjoy reading, shopping, walking in nature, spending time with family. Okay, we see white.
Not the building backdrop. Hold on, man. These are fucking Photoshop, bro. You can't be, man.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Are you fucking serious, ho? Like, look, like his
Walking in nature, spending time with family. Okay, we see white cat suits. We see you, girl. We see these photos look cute. All right, Brooklyn Mom 5 is her username. Brooklyn Mom 5 is her username. Okay, Ashley, girlfriend, will you keep me posted how it goes? Okay.
Thank you.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
If you had sex last night, you'd be cool, calm, and collected tonight. So the fact that you are pressing me says God only knows when the last time you had some tail. Okay, you're not fooling anybody. But do something. Don't come on this date and start pressing me for sex. Like, what do you think this is? And most men know better, but a lot of them don't. So, but the new guys, they actually do really have options. They actually are, getting sex from people. And so they'll come on to you. And again, it's this, warm, open, incredibly complimenting, fun, funny. Like they'll appear to be non-avoidant, right? They'll appear to be everything from your wildest dreams. And then right about 3 months, and let's say you sleep with them at 3 months, you're like, oh wow, everything's going great. I think, I'm gonna make him my man. And we start dating, we become exclusive. And you sleep with him, that's when the avoidant gonna show up. Oh, this is too much. Oh, I can't keep this facade up. Oh, I can't keep talking to this person every day. That's when the avoidant is going to show up. But if you just wait it.
Because Anita, this is crazy. Like, Anita, you don't have a likable personality. This goes back to what I was saying. Excuse me. Okay, Malik. So you said who's waiting 3 months? Okay, let me, because we talked about this earlier for people who've been there. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been here essentially since the beginning of this stream. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been here since the beginning of this stream. So Malik, we were just talking about this, about how long should a woman make a man wait dating over 40? And I told my sister in here that she should basically make a man wait 3 months. But she's a rare breed. But so Malik, let me ask you this, Malik. Is there any circumstances where you would wait to have sex with a 40-plus-year-old woman for 3 months? That's the question I have for you, Malik. But the thing is, it's like I was saying earlier, a woman gives up her power, pretty much all her power and leverage, especially after 40, after she have sex with the man. The ball is all in his court now. He could either bounce on her or he could keep going with it. But see, most women don't have what it takes. How can I put this? It's actually easy to keep a man around after sex. The average man, I'll put that. It's hard to keep a man around who understands women and get pussy all the time. That man is hard to keep around, and that's usually the man they want. But see, if it's a dude with any type of value who, hold on. I agree with what T. Orlando says. He says, well, I disagree that box isn't power. Box definitely holds some power for sure. You know, I mean, we'd be lying. Like, we can't say, like, box holds no power. That's just a lie. But yeah, femininity is more powerful when it comes to keeping a man. Oh, okay. But a lot of them say God fearing, but their actions speak otherwise. Facts. See, so Anita is saying after you give them some buns, they fade off and they don't call you every day and shit. Men want a woman to come into his life and make his life easier and less stressful, which really isn't logical if you understand female nature. See, some men don't mind working hard to get that initial fuck, right? They'll call every day, they'll text, they'll take you on dates. They're putting that effort in to get the first fuck, right? A lot of men don't mind putting that effort in initially, like that initial chase. But once we catch you, we want everything to be smooth sailing after we catch you and we did the work to get you. And that's what women don't get. They still want you to keep up the same effort you had in the beginning, but it's like, no, I got you now. It's time for us to just rock together and be at peace and chill and work together, and it should be cool now. But women feel like you fell off now. It's like, no, it's time for us to just even things out. We did the whole cat and mouse game. Now it's time to even things out, just chill, and everything should be, for the most part, easy and chill, especially at 4650. If you making my life more difficult and nagging and bit, like, I'm out. See, women don't realize why men bounce after sex. It's not that they try to sum it up as, oh, that's all he wanted. No, a lot of times that's not all he wanted. What he's seen consistently after he got some buns, it made him just say, fuck it. It's not that was his goal from the beginning, is to hit it and quit it. I mean, those guys exist too, but women think that's every situation when the guy bounce after sex.
Exclusive, and you sleep with him, that's when the avoidant gonna show up. Oh, this is too much. Oh, I can't keep this facade up. Oh, I can't keep talking to this person every day. That's when the avoidant is gonna show up. But if you just wait it out. See, that's the difference between me and a lot of women. I know how to wait it out. I know how to wait. I know how to be patient. I've spent 57 years learning how to be patient.
Get you old. Stop trying to act like you this fragile little butterfly. You getting older and don't nobody want your old bitter ass. That's what that is what it's about. Like, aging is a hard thing for women to come around to and to accept. That's a hard thing. Have you ever watched a fucking Cinderella movie where it be some old bitch and a prince come out on his horse and carriage to an old bitch and say, hey, here's the glass slipper, I want to take you off. She skated by the first 30 years. Didn't even have to put any effort in, right? But she's getting older now. She's older. And that's where all, you can't manipulate me. That's where all this shit. She still thinks that just because she's still getting likes, I still got it. Bitch, no, you don't. Because if you got it, you would get what you want. She wouldn't have to resort to online dating. If her personality was just so great and she was amazing.
See, Let's just continue. Let me say this. Here's a lot of women's problem over 40 on the dating market. It's time to have a total chill mood. All that like pressure for things to be serious, pressure for him to call you every day, let that shit go. You almost 60 years old, Anita. Just chill and go with the fucking flow. Because that's what stage a man is at 58, 60, 62. It's time to just chill and go with the damn flow. Ain't nobody marrying you. I'm not about to sell my house to move in with you. I don't want you to move in with me. Just go with the damn flow. Serious dating should be over with after 50. If you find yourself at single over 55, just at that point, just accept like, oh, I might be spending the rest of my life alone. And even if I meet a cool guy, I'm not gonna pressure him for it to get serious. I've just accepted that I'm probably gonna have a cool Uncle Larry to drop by from time to time, and that's probably gonna be my life. And if it go to more, if it casually turns into a marriage, cool, but I'm not looking for it. If he called me every day, cool, but I'm not looking for it. I mean, I would like to hear from you at some point during the week, but Anita still got those standards. Well, did you call me? You ain't calling me today. Or when we're going on our next date, it's that pressure, pressure, pressure. Men are past that at this advanced age. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, but just have a pleasant attitude while you going with the flow. That's the best advice I could give Anita on the dating market.
I know how to wait it out. I know how to wait. I know how to be patient. I've spent 57 years learning how to be patient. So I'm gonna wait. And like I told y'all before, they're gonna give you the little guilt trip of, you don't like me. You don't like me like that. You're not into me because I'm not sleeping with you. Like these things, this has been around forever. And a not as smart woman will fall for that. You'll fall for that. You'll give them something. You'll get on your knees or get on your back to prove. I ain't got nothing to prove to you. I ain't got nothing to prove to you.
Well, you should feel like you got something. I mean, you don't got to fuck him. But that's the problem. But he got everything to prove to you, right, Anita? See, that's the problem with women dating over a certain age. I would say over 30. Over 30. I mean, we could say over 25, but for this conversation, I'll say over 30. Over 30, these women feel like a man got everything to prove to me. But I ain't got shit to prove to you, nigga. I'm is what I'm is. And if you don't see the value in it, that's your problem, bitch, nigga. But you got everything to prove to me. That may be the number one problem with women's attitude dating over 30. That may be the number one problem. Now, see, even if a woman was 35, 3 kids, about 3 different men, this is what would help them tremendously on the dating market. If they came with the attitude like, please tell me how I can improve your life. I'll suck every night. You want me to, I'll wash your car. You need me to wash your car? If if women over 35 who knew they were fucked up had that attitude, a lot of these bitches would still get wifed up. Because I feel like back in the 60s, 70s or something, if a chick was a divorcee and had kids or something, she had the attitude like, how can I serve you, my king? I know I'm low value. If you will grace me with your manhood, how can I serve you? And she would actually follow through with it. Let me wash your car. I'll cook your food. I'll suck your dick. You need your house power washed. Like that's the attitude these post-war train wreck women need to have, and they could probably win if they had that attitude. But this whole attitude, like you got something to prove to me, oh man, you're a low-value woman. It should be reversed. I'm not saying you got to do it after the first or second date, but you should have that energy about you. Like, once I get to know you a little bit, look, I'm all in and I'm gonna serve you in any way I can, because I know I'm not the, not that she gotta say this, but you know what I mean. I'm here to make your life better. That should be the vibe she give to this man. She don't gotta have sex with him after the first date, but she should give that energy every time they interact. I don't got nothing to prove to a man. You got everything to prove to me.
They don't know how to make plans. They don't know how to be good communicators. They don't know what they want, and they act like children.
I am so sick of men. I am so sick of y'all's ass.
The majority of these men are either, all, as far as I'm concerned, all of these men are either cheaters, will physically, emotionally, mentally hurt you. They will disrespect you. They are on the DL, bisexual, gay, whatever. The reason why these men keep threatening you about being single and dying alone and you're a cat lady is because you being single is the greatest threat, especially to this modern day man. Don't fall for his nonsense talking about you gonna be a cat lady. Say thank you.
If you are single and you're living your life and you have a life to live, you have a rich, full life, you are winning. You are winning. See, y'all like to think, oh, Anita's not married. Anita don't have a man. She's not winning. Baby, yes, I am. Because remember, the only two options for me are a great man who is masculine, who's a leader, who takes initiative, who is warm and loving and kind and protective. So if I can't have this, then it's this. Anita's gloriously single. Anita's gloriously single. She has a life that she loves. She has people that love her and that she loves. She has purpose in the world. She has work that is fulfilling. She has great relationships with. That's it.
That's all, folks.
Where is she getting this idea that she'd even make a good partner?
The older woman just, they'll say either she hit the wall or they'll say things like she just set in her ways. They'll say things like, she too aggressive, she too assertive, things like that. Try to act like this woman in her 40s and 50s is no good, basically. Like she's inferior because she's set in her ways. She doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to let a man lead.
Yes.
They don't want a woman their age because they know darn well a woman their age is not going to tolerate nor endure their nonsense.
Oh, yeah, right. God.
They come across like dudes. Her mannerism is like a dude. Why? She's not a dude.
Do whatever you want. I'll cook for you, wait on you, make love to you. I can make you happy, Josh. I can make you so happy.
No. You tell someone you're single and you look good, I'm riding around and I got a drop top for the summer, a truck for the winter, the work truck out front, and folks is looking at the outside like, why is she single? Why does she say? There's nothing wrong with being single. I'm single, sexy, happy, living and enjoying life. And when the right one comes along, by the grace of God, I'll know it and we'll move ahead from there. Okay.
I need a man. I need somebody to come in and split these bills, however we gonna split them, 70, 30, 60, 40, 50, whatever. Okay? I need these bills taken off of me. All right? I'm willing to pay some of it, but paying all of it is breaking me. Okay?
Now let me. I got a couple of more memes. I don't know if y'all. I'm sure y'all tired of my memes, but I still got a couple more to play. Hold on, but I want to just interject with that last one. See, this whole bills thing. Like, I'm a 60-year-old man. I'm not about to like. Oh my gosh. As a 60-year-old man, I'm straight. I don't really need your half of the bills. Like, I'm good. My retirement's set. I'm not really tripping off of you helping me pay half my bills. And then it's like, you have a home. So are you gonna sell your home at 60 to come move into my home and help me finish paying my mortgage, which might be already be paid off? Like, and it always come back to bills. See, she said that recently, the Bill comment. So on top of him having to be all these other spectacular things, she wants somebody to come in and help her pay her bills at 60. Ma'am, your bills should be comfortably set at this point. You should be comfortably paying all your bills. No man is coming in at 60 trying to lighten Anita's financial load, and he's not looking for a woman to come lighten his financial load at 60? 60? Let me play my final memes. I don't know how. I mean, I might stay on a 10, 15 more minutes or something. I want to see what else she say.
Who the hell wants to deal with a woman like that?
Buy a dog, die alone. Because no man deserves to suffer you.
Nigga, no!
We have the ability to be somewhat what you call difficult. It's not difficult. We just have a baseline standard. And if you can't meet that standard, that's okay. A lot of men cannot.
And when she's a bitch, you let her know you've been a bitch. And if she get mad, look at the bitch being mad.
I'm not desperate. I mean, I have plenty of people in my inbox. However, they are not the ones that are marriage material to me.
There's all kinds of the women lowering their standard. Bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about? I don't even lower my standards. You are the low. The only reason she's even existing in the world is because one, she doesn't have the courage to kill herself, and two, people don't want to start problems and just throw her out of a room because she's useless to society. So that's the only reason why they kind of just linger around for the next 30, 40 years. Like they really just linger. Like nobody really wants them, nobody really cares about them, unless they're, just get horny for a little bit. And then as soon as the horniness is gone, the woman's off there just lingering around. She just lingers, looking for any spare attention. Once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay? And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past, that she messed up. As soon as you get done having sex with her, leave. You don't take this woman out to movies. You don't take her out to eat. You don't hang out with this woman. The only time you hang out with her possibly is if you go to a bar. Right? Because she's getting ready to get drunk and she's getting ready to take you, go home and you're gonna have intercourse with her. That's about the only way I would say to do it. You don't ride bikes with this woman. You don't watch TV with her. You don't talk about nothing. None of that. She's gonna dress it up, okay? Because she has to, because nobody of any value wants her. So what she's gonna have to dress her life up better than a 22-year-old will, because she has this is 35 and up, and whatever hooker, whore, single mother she had, her value has plummeted because of where she's ended up. She has just destroyed damaged goods, and there is nothing a man can do. She can do one of two things: one, die alone, or two, she can marry a man and resent him for the rest of her life that she has stuck with him. Those are the only two ways out. That's why a lot of them can't keep a man around. Okay, because once you deal with them outside of fucking, then it's like she figures that, since she's been through a lot and she's a tough, independent woman, that I have standards and my standards are here. And if you do not touch these standards, you have no chance with my pussy. And they're just so incredibly difficult to get with. You're like, fuck it. I don't even want to fuck you anymore.
Do you realize that? I don't care. I really don't be caring like that. Again, I'm not looking to be liked. I'm looking to be respected. Okay. And then if you
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. That's a crazy that may be one of the craziest things Anita ever said in relation to dating. I'm not looking to be liked. I'm looking to be respected. Wow. That's the most masculine thing I've ever heard a woman say. That has to be the most masculine thing I've ever heard Anita say. I'm not looking to be liked. I'm looking to be respected. Wow. Where do I even start with that one? Where do I start with that one? See, men want to be respected like that. She wants to be respected as a man. I don't want you to value me for my femininity. I want you to value me for my manhood as a woman. If you feel like that, it's time to retire from dating. When you don't care about a man liking you anymore as a woman, then it's time to stop dating. But that's crazy, bro. Even as a man to say that to a woman in the dating stage is crazy work. Bitch, I don't care if you like me, you respect me. I mean, that's a deal breaker. I would even tell my daughter that's a deal breaker if a dude said it. But it would make more sense. I would get what a man meant by that. Like, and I think most men, well, I don't know. I get that sentiment as a man. I want to be respected more than I'm like, I don't care if you like me. Just respect me. I get that from a man's perspective, but as for a woman to say that, wow. And she wants to be respected as a man in a woman's body. Because what does that even mean? Like, respect me as a woman. If you're feminine, he will. That's what women don't get. They think a job and a certain bass in their voice is gonna garner respect from a man. A degree, a job, her vocabulary, those type of things don't make men respect women. Dedication, loyalty, and femininity and morals is what makes a man respect a woman. Men will never respect women the same way we respect other men. We look at there's different metrics there. We don't judge women on the same metric scale as we do a man as a man. That was fucking crazy. I'm lost for words. That was crazy. Let's hear that one more time. I'm glad I came back to this video.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
do you realize that? I don't care. You know, I really don't be caring like that. Again, I'm not looking to be liked. I'm looking to be respected. Okay. And then if you like me after that, great. That's a bonus. But respect, you know, that's kind of at the top of my list. So just be mindful. Be mindful of the little manipulation tactics. Okay. Let's see. Coach Baller said, I agree 100%, but I didn't see this until I was 35. Yeah. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, y'all. People ask me all the time, like, why are you doing this? Why are you talking about this? Why are you saying these things? Like,
Anita, why are you doing this? Get off the internet. We love you. We saying this out love. Be quiet and get off the internet. That's what they. Nita, why is you doing this? You look ridiculous. That's what they saying.
you saying some really like wild things. And it's like, I need people to get this information younger. I need people to know this and get this information younger. Like, you don't have to be 40 years old and then wake up to all the dumb stuff. You can be 21. You can be 21 and listening to my videos and go, you know what? I'm going to try that. I'm going to try what Anita suggested. I'm actually going, let's see what happens. Right? With age, hopefully comes wisdom.
All right, let me tell you something right damn now. Not now. Nah. Let me tell you something right damn now.
Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way.
Now let me tell you something. And this goes for men and women, or boys and young men and young women. There's a reason why my analytics, let me see if I can pull it up. See if I can pull it up. Let me tell you something right now. NIE right now. Don't work that way. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. Hold on. Where can I find my gender breakdown? All right, here we go. There's a reason why only 0.7% of my audience is 18 to 24. And only 14% is 25 to 34. After 35, men are starting to wake up to the bullshit. And that's when my numbers start to grow. You know, my main audience is from 35 to 65 because that's when you fully realize bitches ain't shit and you fully realize female nature. But there's a reason why only 0.7% are 18 and 24 because young men and young women ain't trying to hear the realities of men and women. They trying to get their dick and pussies wet and things like that. And with young girls trying to get money spent and get they pussy fucked, and young boys trying to get their dick wet and dick sucked. They don't give a damn about none female nature, red pill, hypergamy. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Where the hoes at? So yeah, young people not trying to hear no wisdom when it comes to the opposite sex. They trying to have fun and get fucked. So I hear you, Anita, but young girls, especially now, I'll say this: young boys are more likely to listen to an older man try to give them game. You can't tell a young cute bitch nothing. Nothing. God could come down. Now you can't tell me I'm cute, got a nice ass. You can't tell me shit. You know who young pretty girls listen to? They listen to, how can I put it? They'll listen to a slightly older pretty girl who got what they want. She pretty, she got the best, she be wearing fly outfits, and she got all the niggas, or niggas always spending money on her. So they'll take game from an older pretty sister, maybe. But they're not taking, they don't want to hear shit from a bitch who gray and old and aged out of the dating market. Like, you can't tell me nothing, lady. Gross. I hope I don't ever look like you. Gross. They not trying to listen to no old woman. If she's 16, she'll listen to her 22-year-old hot girl sister if she always see her with the tall, handsome dudes with muscles and they always spending money on her or something. But they not trying to take no game from no old lady. No, they're not. They should on something, but they not going to do it.
But that don't have to be the case. You can grow wise as a young person. And I wish more young people did. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I have a 25-year-old and two 22-year-olds. And when I tell y'all, I stay on them. I stay on them. Learn these lessons now. You don't have to throw your body into the cold river to know that it's cold. Dip your toe in and be like, ooh, it's cold. I'm not going to dive all the way in this river. But you don't need to do that. But people keep doing that over and over again. And women, let me tell you how wild women are. Women will get a bad report about a man, and now they got to see for themselves.
Yeah, because they attracted to that. Duh. Because that's what they like. They like the toxic shit. It's not that they dumb, like, oh, no, it's red flags or green flags. He probably got good dick. If he was driving you that crazy and he was worth it enough for you to call me and tell me about him, then yeah, he worth fucking with. Because you know who girls don't call up their girls and talk about for 3 hours? Nice guys. Safe guys. There's never any TikToks made about them or 3-hour girl talk conversations eating Ben and Jerry's talking about the nice safe guy, is it? The fuck?
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.
Let me see if he do me that way. Let me see if this is true. Let me see if he really like that. I'm thinking this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like when I was in college and these girls all dating the same basketball player, football player, frat boy. Well, you know, Daquan, he is a liar and he is the cheater and he do this and he do that. And look, I look at Daquan like, yeah, I'm good. Like, look, I be in the library looking at him like, nah, I'm good. And look, Daquan will come over to me. He will come over to me to try me. And I'm like, bruh, you do know the reputation you have on campus. Oh, them girls, I don't know why they be saying that. I don't know why they be lying. No, they ain't lying, bruh. They ain't lying. It ain't no way all of these girls got the same impression of you. But Anita is smarter than that. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not listening to a bad report about a dude, and now I got to see for myself. No, I'm good. I'm all right. So I just don't get it. He said, you just know how to fight into guys' feelings, but this goes into men's feelings. Okay. This is a lot. It's crazy out here now, but I'm going to wait. Yeah. Good afternoon, beautiful. Enjoy your day, Angel. Thank you so much. But yeah. Yeah, I remember being back in college, and there were certain frat guys that had.
I'm glad we went back. All right, I'm out, y'all. I've been on here forever. I won't be back tonight because I'm going out of town to see a show. Pray for my safe travels. Join the membership. It's only $5 a month. I've been slacking on exclusive content. I might try to make one before I leave today. Follow me on Rumble if you haven't already. Check out merch. The new merch is Freedom Without Purpose and Discipline Makes a Slave to Selfish Desires. You know, and remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet. And I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever. Shout out to Persian. I don't know if Persian is still in the house in the Rumble. Good to see you, Persian. Thanks, Malik. Thanks, Sheila. Have a good one. Thanks, Sheila. Thanks, Lauren. Did I end it yet? Hold on. No, I didn't end it yet. Check this out, Persian. All right, I'm out. We had a good stream. Over 3 hours, look like, or close to it. Yep, over 3 hours. I'm gonna lead us with